Hey guys, hey everyone. So sorry for being late. Traffic was crazy. And then I actually have like a full night for us tonight. So I had to like get the stuff together. Hey everyone, welcome in. Thank you so much for joining. I am like 43 minutes late. However, as I said, I was at my store today and all, so it was crazy. Plus, I wanted to actually meet some of my amazing clients in Miami, so I was actually driving the van for myself today, which was my first time driving it on the highway. But yeah, so now we are home and I have something set up for us, something that you guys are going to love. As you can see, I'm starting off the live or the podcast because I'm running the podcast on our Facebook and our YouTube as well as, of course, Instagram. So I know a lot of people, they always ask questions in regards to like, okay, how does my body look without the faja and all of that. Hey, Tuggins, hey, everybody who's joining. So I'm like, you know what? Let me just come on and show you guys stuff. So this tonight is going to be like a two-parter, very similar to that. So one half of the podcast, I'll actually be showing you guys how to actually compress, and the other half, I'm going to be showing you guys how to actually, wear your faja under clothing. Hey, boo. Because a lot of people are asking, like, oh, is the faja going to print? Hey, love, how are you? I saw your message. We're going to fix it. I don't know how to probably get mixed up or something. We're going to fix it. Don't worry about it. So yeah. So I know that, a lot of people ask me, like, where do I buy my clothing and stuff like that. I kind of do like a high and low. So I'm going to show you which shapewear can work beneath where. So the first thing we're going to start off with is basically how to properly compress or how to fit your products such as your up board, backboard, and all of that stuff inside of your faja, or how to basically get them to wear. So this is going to be the up board. This is going to be the backboard. This is going to be the all-in-one built-in lipofoam and upboard. And this is just a traditional lipofoam. And then, of course, for people who are asking about the creasing, I also brought out lateral protectors. So I'm going to show you guys how we basically do it. So I'm going to start off with, I also have the Saint Azar faja, the waist eraser faja, the Denise faja, and a strapless waist eraser faja, so you guys can see four difference. We do have more different fajas, but I just thought that this would be standard. So as I've mentioned multiple times, I personally love my fajas to have sleeves and bra. That's just my vibe. As a matter of fact, let me start off with them. Okay. That's literally just my vibe. These are my personal fajas. That's why them look beaten up and all of that. Hey, brown eyes, how are you? As a matter of fact, let's just start off with the same Azar. So as I've mentioned to you guys who asked me about like the scarring, or we spoke about the keloid and stuff like that, seeing that I don't have on a faja right now, I can actually show you guys that I actually have these dots, but they're nothing to me. For people who are asking about like the fibrosis and stuff like that, as I've mentioned, I don't have any or anything like that. So yeah, so we're just going to put on the fajas right now. As a matter of fact, let me show you the other incisions. So as I've mentioned, I don't know if you guys can probably see this one right here where the incision went on my butt. Sometimes I get injections in like the steroids because I know some of you guys were also talking about that. I do have one in my navel here. I need to actually get this one shut up. But that's basically it. And of course, as I mentioned, the one in my back that I basically do have to cut. As you guys can see, it grew. Oh my God. So I'm getting it cut out, and then I'm going to be using getting the steroids the following day because this one grew this big, but then this one, you see how tiny it is. And then this one, oh my God, the things I do for you guys is super small, as I've mentioned to you guys before. So I'm just gonna get it cut out and do the steroids after for who was asking me. Because the crazy thing is that as you can see, like for example, this one is basically nothing. There's it actually even turned into like my skin tone. These did not grow or anything like that. But then the one in my upper back here grew like crazy. So we're going to just do cut it out, and how they do it is that they just literally like do it in house. They give you an injection and stuff like that. Um, I don't know anything about infections. I didn't get an infection. So what they're basically going to do is inject it, and then cut it literally with a scalpel or something like that. Cut it out and then sew it back. And the following day, you have to go into the radiation. A lot of times they cut it, but because you don't go and do the radiation the following day, that's the reason why they grow back. The doctor at the time, which is somebody you guys know it also, he obviously didn't know. So he cut it and then he didn't tell me like, oh, do the radiation the following day. He said I should just put tape on it. Now what would happen is that I would put a tape on it. Then as soon as I pull off the tape, it would irritate the area, which will cause it to literally be troubled, which would end up causing it to grow more, if you get what I'm saying. Okay, so I'm gonna keep on my bra because as I mentioned to you guys, I'm gonna show you guys how you can compress or basically put on everything with your faja, because I know some people say, oh, I'm trying to ensure that I'm keeping in my boards and foam and all of that stuff. So I'm gonna show you guys how you can do it, even if your faja is hella snatch. So I might have to step away because, as I mentioned, like once I did my BBL, I didn't want to get any panty lines or anything like that. So what I would basically do is, what you call it, don't wear any underwear. So because my surgery was at 7 years now, I didn't go back into wearing them. So I'm just gonna step off real quick to just put on at least the bottom part of this, and then we can go. We can take it from there. I'm also gonna have to go get my waist trainer because I thought I picked it up, but I didn't. So again, this is basically this part of the podcast is gonna be for people who is saying that they want to compress with all of their stuff like the up boards, the back boards, or they feel like they can't wear custom faja because it's not going to fit in it. Okay. Okay, so this is my faja with just the front part here pin. This is a mid-thigh. Boy, man, I'm hot today, man, Jesus. Okay, so I'm gonna take off this top also so I can put it on. Okay, so as I said, this is a faja that I do wear already and all, so it's already broken in. So what I'm going to do, because I want you guys to see, even though my body is surgical, you guys just saw how my body looked without the faja. Now you're already seeing that it's pushing in my waist more. So every single person going to get results. Now I'm going to the last row because, again, as I said, I've already broken in this one, but still it does have compression in it. Normally I wouldn't keep my bra on, but I'm keeping it on because, as I said, I'm going to be showing like different stuff or different tricks and tips or ways that I do it. So I might have to open up my top, and I don't want to not have on no bra. And then, basically have to always be looking for one. Okay. Did I miss one? Okay. No, for me, 100% I can go smaller with this faja. However, as you guys probably see, I do wear mostly waist-to-waist of fajas than St. Azar's faja because it gives me more snatch. Okay, so this is the St. Azar's. This is how the back looks and all also. Okay. So after you basically get surgery done, this is basically what you guys would look like without the boards and the foam. If you're non-surgical and all of that, you don't have to worry about any boards and foam. But for me, and even if you're surgical, it depends if you want to wear them or not. It's 100% up to you. I'm going to show you what the doctor tells you to do, and I'm going to show you what I did. As I mentioned, I need to go. Let me run and get a waist strainer real quick. 2 seconds. Okay, I'm back. All right, so this is actually the waist trainer that I was wearing when I had my surgery done, which was my lipo 360 and all. If you guys have any questions and stuff, like as long as can I come into the store and take home the file? Yes, if we have it available. If the measurements are there, 100% you can. But you can definitely reach out to us and we can check our inventory. Because as I said, I was working on getting everything in the what you call it, in the website. Why am I still creasing 6 months post? So as I mentioned, when we sit, our stomach bends naturally. Then what happens is that we're doing that basically every day and all of that. It's 100% going to continue creasing. However, I'm going to show you something that's going to help, not only help with the compression, but it also help with the creasing. All right, so as I mentioned, the doctor will tell you guys that you need to be wearing your lipofoam ab board. Sorry, not the doctor. The people them probably tell you that you need to be wearing your ab boards, back boards, lipofoam, and all, and that's what's going to give you the compression. As I've explained multiple times and all, like this is basically a lipofoam. A lipofoam is very soft and all. Like if you break somewhere or you injure somewhere, they tell you rest compress and ice. So there's no way something soft, no matter how tight you wrap it, is going to be compressing you. However, as I mentioned, if that's what the doctor says and that's what you're looking for, 100% I can show you how to make it happen, even though these are customized fajas. So I'm going to show you the doctor's place first, and then I'm basically going to show you how I did it. So as I mentioned, the doctor said you must wear your lipofoam and backboard. You guys can do one of two. The St. Azar, what about St. Azar again? Susan mentioned, oh, with sleeves. Okay, don't worry about it. I'm going to check it for you, no worry. Okay, I can't pull this down anymore because I don't want to flash you guys. Okay, so this is how you guys can do it if you guys want to wear everything. If you're really trying to ensure that everything fits, right? As I mentioned, we have two lipofoams. We have this thin one, which I still get the foam, and it comes with the board. I don't know if you guys can hear, hold on. And then you have this one that is just a straight lipofoam. It does not have any board. We're gonna use the bulkiest one to show you that, listen, it's going to work. Yeah. Sorry. Wrong way. So when people see, and this is the reason why I say I don't believe that this is the way it should go and all, but all right, so you guys can already see it take away from the shape. So that's the reason why they'll put you in like a 5 extra L faja. You realize, no, I just look like a refrigerator. And this is what happened to most people after they've had surgery done, right? So you're going to try to basically pull this as tight as it can be. Just my facial expression or my energy putting this on, it just makes absolutely zero sense to me. But all right. So then what you do is basically push in your foam, push in the foam, push down the foam. This is why some people get miserable after surgery. Because it's like, some people can be like, how the hell am I supposed to even do this? Then if you want, as I said, put you in the backboard. We're going to put you in the backboard. And then the crazy thing about it, when you put the backboard above the foam, even more reason why the backboard not going to do anything. But okay. Ugh, I can't see it on my back right now. All right. Listen, nobody in there if you help me push the board down. But if somebody was here, just think about it like they just slide it down. So again, I have in my backboard, I have in my lipofoam. All right. So even though it fit on me tight before I put on all of this concussion, it's still going to fit because again, it is foam, it's soft, it have to fit. It's just going to probably be a little bit more time, but this is it. No, the biggest issue that I know a lot of people have, or the biggest concern, is that they feel like, oh, they pay their money and all of that stuff, go through the surgery, and then they basically have to walk around like this, especially as I said, a lot of people get the big faja. It's the big faja that they're putting them in, and then telling them that, oh, you basically need to keep all of that stuff together for, what you call it, 3 months. So we're going to literally keep going. I will make the dog is at 9 today. And this is the exact reason why I said foams can compress, because look how bulky it had looked before. And as you guys can see, we're still getting snatched. So at least you can show off your hourglass figure while you're compressing, if you want to do it the way how, most people say you're supposed to do it. Okay, now for everybody who's asking about the, we call it the app board, probably saying that, okay, how are you going to get in it? So when you get to about here, so now, all you're going to literally do is push this inside. It's a bit annoying using, I need to get a mirror. I might have to step away a little bit and basically see the mirror. Hold on. You can wear the faja if you don't have surgery, but you don't need like the boards and stuff like that. You're not going to need that part. I need to go in there now. Hold on, guys. Let me get a mirror. Sorry about that. It's very hard doing it in the camera. Okay, it's going in. No. The way how I do it is going to be way much easier. Okay. So now we have in the board, the foam. Okay. All right, so we have in the board, we have in the foam, the upboard, the backboard, the foam. Um, hey dear 1827, I don't normally do that. Customer service would normally handle it, but I could go back in. Let me screenshot you and check it when I get off this podcast. Oh my god. Okay, I'll go back in and check it. Yes, it is going to dig in your stomach. I'm going to show you guys what I basically do. Because as I said, if you're sitting, whether you did surgery, yes or no, your stomach going to bend naturally. If you have on something that is super tight, that is going to dig into your skin because your stomach bends naturally when you sit. So with that, I'm going to show you ways how to basically alleviate that stinging feeling to the side. And guys, this is not how I compress. Just letting you guys know this from Jump. This is the way how they tell you guys that you basically need to be compressing, but this is not how I compress. You're welcome. I'm trying to put it on the last row. But anywho, let me just basically just finish it up and then I can show you guys the easy way to do it. And you guys can still look hella snatch. But all right, let me dress back a little bit. No, dog miserable, but it's not my dog. It's the neighbor dog. It's not my dog. Then probably leave him. So as I said, I don't even want to finish it off. This is the way how they basically tell you. This is how you basically need to be compressing. As I mentioned, what that Zita something. This is how they tell a lot of people to compress. The upboard, the backboard, the lipofoam, and all of that stuff, right? As I mentioned, that is not how I compress it. You can see I'm bursting a sweat because this to me, it bulky. Even though, yes, the faja is going to give you some snatch because it's like a custom faja. This way, don't make no type of sense. Literally, make zero type of sense. So we're going to basically do it the way how I do it, which is basically getting out my app board, getting out everything. I put a tank top beneath my faja. This way, literally, they have me a bust sweat. And as I mentioned, with this, I feel like when you're super swollen after surgery and all, and you decide that, okay, you're going to wear that with like a big faja, it doesn't show any form of snatch when you take your faja off. Okay, so this is what I do. Again, guys, put on a tank top. Again, put on a tank top, especially if you're surgical, put on a tank top. I don't have on a tank top because I'm not swollen or anything like that. So that means that when I sit and stuff like that, I'm not going to feel any inflammation or anything. So we're going to literally button her back up. Damn, the dog's so miserable for real. I'm wearing the Saint Azar's traditional. And again, the reason why I'm going so easy with this faja is because it's like I'm beating up faja. That's why I'm even on the last row. Normally, I wear the waist eraser on my lives. Okay. Okay. So this is how it looks without it. As I said, this is how most people look, especially if you don't wear boards and foam, etc. What I do, especially or what I did, especially like the second day of my surgery, I put a waist trainer on. So I get a waist trainer that's like really tiny, and I put the waist trainer on. I can't see for nothing. Okay. Ready? Then I adjust it as needed. So, two things that just happened. This is going to help to compress my waist even more, which means it gives me a smaller waist. But remember, so I'm getting the compression that I needed to get from the creasing. The first things first, I'm getting the compression that I needed. I'm not decreasing, sorry. The first thing is first, I'm getting the compression from basically piling on all of the products that they basically told you. Right off the bat, I'm compressed, right? Okay. Remember they told you to wear the ab board, the backboard. How would you get it in? I wore my ab board on the outside of my faja. So what I did was simple. And that's why I was like fighting the other way because I'm like, yo, this makes absolutely zero sense. And I guess that's the reason why people just end up wearing the big fajas. Okay. No. Okay. I should have sat before I even put this on. No. Look. When you sit, because the waist trainer and the ab board is literally holding up your belly, you're not going to feel no creasing. What you're going to feel a lot of is compression. Like a lot of compression you're going to be feeling. But meaning your midsection. Because the ab board and stuff, your ab board and stuff, what's going to basically happen is that it's going to be compressing from top to bottom and all. When it comes down to your lower stomach and all, as I've mentioned, if we make the waist part of your faja like super, super tight and all, because it's like a perimeter or circumference, it is no problem. When it comes onto the lower part of your stomach and all, especially when you sit down, that part, the fat basically go and get pushed under, even if you don't have fat like that, because you can look on my JJ right here now. It literally push it down because it's not getting as much compression as up here is getting it. Because as I said, the lower stomach runs from here to here. So if I compress the bottom part of your stomach, your top part of your hip, and your bottom part or the top part of your butt here is going to be getting compression. So this, I found that it worked amazing. This is what I did for my compression. If I wanted, keyword if, I did not want to, I could have just the same way how I slipped in my ab board here is the same way I could have had, somebody does it already just push down the backboard there if I wanted to. But again, I didn't want it. I didn't really do the foams. What I did is if I needed some comfort anywhere inside of my faja, I would put one of these lateral protectors wherever I basically needed some form of softness. So if you feel like when you sit and stuff here creases, you can just put one of this in the inside of your faja because it's super thin and skinny and it's still foam. But 100%, this is what I did when I was basically recovering from my surgery. The cool thing about this is that, okay, so I basically wear this the entire day when I'm working and all. If I feel like, okay, I'm tired of feeling the board, I can just slip it under from no problem instead of like taking it outside of my faja per se. So 100%, this is how I compressed and it worked amazing. Like, amazing. Hold on, let me read the caption. Hello, I'm scheduled for surgery, May 23rd DR. If I order faja, will I get it before I leave? 23. Yes, you will. If you order today, yes, Jordy. Hey, girl, hopefully I didn't miss a bunch. No, you didn't. I was late today. Traffic was mad and I was at the store. So yeah, did that help anybody when it comes down to the creasing? Because I have this on now and I want you guys to see 100% how it look when I sit to show you guys that, listen, it's not bend. It literally not bending. And then I'm going to take it off and then I'm going to show you what happened to your stomach, because whether you're surgical, yes or no, you sit down, you're going to have a line, you bend. So if the faja basically tight, it's going to hit into the crease. So again, guys, me sitting down, everything literally hold up. Miss Green, no, just make sure you're drinking, like, whether I have on something or I don't have on anything, if I'm not drinking a lot of water or fluids, I am going to feel that way. Yes, thank you. My biggest issue is the creasing inside. Yeah, so this helps a lot. This helped a lot. And this is what I did. And I showed you guys, I can literally pull back the picture, and this is before curvy girls. I did the upboard beneath the waist the waist trainer, because I didn't want to wear the foam. It was too bulky and stuff. And again, it's like it's soft. Like, from my common sense, it wouldn't do anything. So I'm going to take this off now and then show you. And the cool thing about this, or what I enjoy the most, is after wearing this like for the entire day and stuff, you feel like you literally went to the sauna. Okay, so we're going to take off this. Thank you, love. And then look, see what happened? As I mentioned, no, you're going to literally see the cut in the side. But if I stand up and stuff, they're not there. But if I basically go like this, and especially if I sit down for a long time, you're going to cut because your stomach cuts naturally. And then, of course, on your lower stomach here, as I said, when I stand, my stomach is flat with or without a faja. But at the same time, because the faja is pressuring here, then here going to look a little bit blow up. So put a waist trainer over it. You're only going to get even more snatch. That's literally what's going to happen. You're just going to get even more snatch. No, I went to Dr. Hazan. I'm not sure what doctor that is. Okay. All right. So you guys get that part and all. Let me know. And of course, the waist trainer does come in both long torso and short torso. We do have some in stores that have been posting. We do have ready-made faja, ready-made waist trainers. If you don't want to wait, that can literally be shipped out tomorrow. Of course, we put a link there to our customer service team who will check for you. You're welcome, love. Listen, we wish the faja could have been skin. We wish it could have been skin 100%. But what happened is that whether, with surgical lace or no, our body's going to do what it does. So even people that don't have a big stomach or a flat stomach, surgical or no surgical, we kind of like slouch a bit when we sit down. So then what's going to happen is that the faja going to touch you in the side, and then remember it's made from porous, so you're going to feel uncomfortable. So the lateral protector, as I said, you basically can just put it in to the side here, and 2 lateral protector come in the pack, and put it here if that's where you want it. Because they're so thin, it's not going to take away from your curves, but you're going to offer your support if you don't want to wear your waist trainer and the upboard. This is not latex. This one is just the power net, so it shouldn't cause a problem. And you can use it if you're surgical or non-surgical, no problem. Alrighty, so any more questions for this part before I move on? Because as I mentioned to you guys, a lot of people are asking me. These are $35. As I mentioned, it comes in like a pack with 2 So you're going this one and another one comes in the pack. I think it's 35 or 45, one of them. The waist trainers or 95. All of them are on the link in my bio or is thescurvygals.com. Okay, so the next question is what I get a lot is basically how if the faja is going to print beneath clothing or after surgery, will they basically be in the same? This is the Saint Azar's traditional faja. So yeah, as I mentioned, like a lot of people ask, okay, like how the clothing, the faja prints beneath clothing. I totally understand, like after surgery now, you want a faja that is not going to print. But as I mentioned to people, remember that faja is not your skin. Even panties, depending on what kind of panty it is, prints. So that means you're going to have to just get clothing that either has some form of distraction on it or it has a thicker fabric. So of course, everybody know, thank God we are growing up. So of course, we're shopping with brands know that 9 out of 10 they don't really cater to our body type, especially after getting surgery. So you guys might ask like, okay, like which one of these can really work for a body type and all. For me per se, I'm not gonna tell you guys how to dress, but I'm gonna tell you guys how I dress in order to basically still look like money, still look like a badass, still have a tiny waist and a big butt, but still look like, sophisticated in some way, shape, or form. Especially with all the trends that is happening now and all, how to basically like just balance out everything. So I'm going to basically be telling you like high and low and all, so basically you guys can see how I rock it. So I'm going to do like a short skirt and a blouse, like a knitted blouse. As you guys can see, they both look basic as hell together, just looking like this. It's like what is special? Nothing. And then I'm gonna show you guys how I basically rock it with this Saint Azar's traditional faja. This one does have sleeve. This doesn't really have much of a sleeve, but if I don't feel like going to search for a faja without sleeve, I pull my sleeves up. So send me a picture of it. So as we know, my sleeve is showing. And as you guys can see, you see what happened here? Because my waist is so tiny, I look like a little boy. Because my waist is so small and all, you can look very bulky, especially if you have big boobs. So after surgery, I think that's why a lot of people just go straight dressing naked. So this skirt is from Zara. I have it for years now, like regular, specular, nothing special skirt. So we're going to put this in and all, right? So the first thing we're going to do, always, you need an elastic band. Always. And then what you're going to basically do is pull the back of your shirt. Go and tie it up. Okay, you want to emphasize your waistline. When your hips is very big to your waist, you can look, and especially if you have big boobs, you can come off bulky, like easy. Okay? The next thing that you always need in your wardrobe, belt. Big belt. Big belt. So as I said, I'm going to pull up my sleeves. So if you have a faja that have sleeve but you're trying to touch a road, voila. Okay. No, this belt was from Christina Janelle. Okay. Hold on. Because this skirt, oh, yo, the dog yeah annoy me now. Jesus, peace. Okay. All right, so you can pull up this as short as you basically want it. So as I said, if you're trying to rock it like this, it just look nothing a special kind of vibe. But you're going to belt it. I didn't even bring on my headband. And then see, much better. You have your snatch. Woo! Sorry. That's not my dog. I don't have a dog. I couldn't even have a goldfish. No, that's not my dog. That's the neighbor's dog. See, so you may get bad name for dog. Okay, so as I mentioned, no. Let me pull up the back of the skirt. Okay, I think what happened, the dog spoil, and the owner probably just step off for dinner. That's how some of these dogs stay. Okay, so as I mentioned, this is basically how it would look. And as you can see, my butt is still here and all. It does not print, but at the same time, it still show off my curves and all. Slide on some heels with it real quick. Of course, take off my hat, probably put on like one of the bandana. I literally wore it the other day on a live, and you're outside. Very simple, but at the same time, you have on your faja, you're still getting your compression, and you're still looking snatched. And I've actually worn this set together. So again, this is the St. Azars beneath this outfit. So you don't see anything printing. This has sleeve, you guys saw pull it up some. So even in the skirt and all, you don't see anything printing. This is a mid-thigh. If anything, I would have put on like a short thigh with it. Or again, as I said, you guys can always improvise if you want, or basically just get a short thigh. And so perfect for summer, especially if you're traveling and you're a little bakey and all of that, but you probably just got your surgery done, so you're not going to have time to really be out of your faja. So especially when you're on vacation, you get miserable. You're like, oh my God, faja, swimsuit, faja, swimsuit. So guys, there's ways to basically put it together. Thank you, love, Nikki Nicole. Thank you. Okay, so again, this is basically a skirt and top look with the St. Azar's traditional in the mid-thigh and the sleeves. So now we're going to put on like a fit and flare dress. You guys saw me in this so much. I wish I had bought multiple of them when I had bought it. Now again, if I pull this out, this is basically how I would look. And snatch is life, okay? We're trying to look snatch, especially at the paying all the money like sing. We can't do the regular specular no more. It just make we look like a little boy. Okay. So we're gonna take this off. And I'm going to do one more outfit with this faja on. And I'm pull my sleeve back down. You have to own a big belt. Girl, the amount of big belts I own. Okay, so another look, this is from Zara. I love this dress so much, but the dress don't love me. Like, I think one of my housekeeper washed it and didn't like clean out the lint or something. So it got really linty and it just not cooperating ever since. No matter how I try to take out the lint, it's not coming off. Okay, so similar thing, again, this is from Zara. So as I mentioned, because our waist gets so small with these, with the faja, you basically want to emphasize the waistline because your hip basically spread already, all right? So this is how it would basically look with the faja on. Again, we don't want anybody in our business. Plus, snatch is life. If I can get some more snatch, why not? So this is what I do. I know I can basically get a faja that does not have a bra in it, but sometimes, honestly, I just grab whichever faja I grab and then just break it down into what I need it to be. So the first thing that I do is basically unbutton here, and I turn the hooks inward, and I do the same thing over here. Hold on. And you can basically do it as much as you need. So that's the first thing that I do. Again, I would need to have on the short thigh faja, but I don't. I have on the mid thigh. So I'm going to improvise. I do the exact same. Perfect. So I'm going to improvise. Okay. Good night, Carlo. Okay. So no, this is what we're working with. Okay. Then I'm going to get another big belt. I should probably gonna wrap this belt with another look. Do we need to say more? You already see the snatch and I haven't even buttoned it up yet. The bomb, I'm telling you, right? And again, guys, this is high and low. That's literally how I dress. If it look good, it look good. I don't care how much money it is, it has to be quality though. Like if again, this dress is from Zara, probably like say $50 or something like that, and I got it like a long time ago. So high and low. And I have to do this. So, for people who probably don't have anybody at them house or something like that to help them button up, this is how you do it. You basically put on it on the wrong side, button it up like this, and then you turn and adjust as needed. Because to me, even people at my house, I hate being a nuisance to people because I don't like people being nuisance to me. Okay, so basically, girl, snatch. Girl, snatch. You know, so this look cute, but I just need a different hat. You know, so this could be a look. This is a look. Jesus. Listen. Send the information. The belt is from Dior. I got this belt like a long time ago. Like I actually got it last year in Paris, last year summer. I traveled to Europe. But I'm gonna show you the look. Hold on. 2 seconds. Don't go nowhere. Let me actually grab another belt. Okay, I'm gonna show you guys different size of big belt. All right, so I'm gonna change my hat. Hold on. That's it right now. No, this is a look, honey. Yes. It's so French. No, again, same faja, Saint Azar. Your butt is here. Waist snatch, booby showing, but you still have on your faja. Now again, I'm going to start buying girl. And if whether you're surgical, yes or no, get belts. It emphasizes your waist so much, especially in dresses and all. And as you guys can see, the biggest problem we have after surgery, or if you're just thick, is your thigh. This is our biggest thing, thigh. You don't crave a spilt milk, especially seeing that when we have a thigh, we can get as much CC that we need in our butt. With that being said, you just get dressed what is loose here. So the trick is snatch up here, make here so loose. And then that's how you literally get like the baby doll look. and it emphasizes your waist. So because your waist are small, it's going to make your hips look bigger. Because your hips are big, it's going to make your waist look smaller. And all at the same time, you're getting your compression. So if you want to go to the club this weekend and stuff like that, thank you. So if you want to go to the club this weekend and all, you don't have to sacrifice a look. If you want to basically go to brunch, you don't have to sacrifice a look. And you don't have to go spend like thousands of dollars if you don't want to spend it. Because I said the dress is from Zara. The dress is probably, say, $50, $60 the most. The belt is from Christian Dior. However, the belt is probably like, say, $1,100 or something like that. I don't remember. So with that being said, it depends how you want to dress it up. I'm going to show you a different belt that you can also use because, again, it's high and low. You don't have to like, if you can't afford it yet, keyword yet. We're not going to say if you can't afford it. Honey, you can always afford things. You know, what you like is what you like. You know, you cannot change that. What you can always change is the income. So this is the high look. The low look, and I think this was from AliExpress. I had this literally from all the way back in the day. If I can find it. I have like so much stuff up here. Y'all need a low look? Let me know if you need a low look. The belt is the trick. Let me know if you need a low look. Oh, here I have the thing from my hair too. Let me know if you need a low look. If you don't need it, we can skip over it because I'm actually looking for the belt. Thank you. As soon as I can need a low look. Another belt. You know what? Me not advertise belt. We advertise how we put on the faja. See, I stay getting carried away. The hat is also from Christian Dior. Last year their collection was banging, so I actually got like a lot of their pieces last year. But the hat is from Christian Dior. I actually like wearing hats and stuff because I kind of have like a love-hate relationship with lace fronts, where sometimes I sit down and I just low-key feel like people are staring in my I just feel like you can see it. You can just see it. I don't care how much foundation, you can see it. So I rather to wear hats. I really love wearing hats. It has like the Dior thing to the back here, and then here has like this frilly thing. I even have the one that just take over the whole face and stuff. Yeah, girl, I'm very insecure about it. I'm just like, they're looking at my lace. And it made me just feel so funny. But really, they're not looking at your lace, they're just in your head. Or especially if it's people who don't know nothing about lace, and then they don't understand that, you're just actually trying to protect your hair because your hair is not like theirs. So yeah, me just feel this how it works. Okay? All right, so we're good right here. So I can change off in another one, or do I need to basically show the look again? They're not looking, sis. I know, right? It's our head, it's our braid. Okay, so I'm going to take off this one. So I'm going to do different looks. So we can do like a club look. The one I just put on, I can say we basically wear that to the mall or something like that. This is like a brunch look. It's a brunch look, right? We're gonna go with brunch next. That's on your mind. Yeah, the mind's a very powerful thing, honestly. All right, I'm going to, again, my hair, like right now, my hair look crazy. So let me just put on this turban thingy. Okay, then we're going to pull back this down and it's all. And we're going to actually go into a waist trainer look. Well, a waist trainer look, a waist eraser. And again, guys, for who is allergic to latex, you can use a Saint Azar to rock this look anyways, because I can really just stay in the Saint Azar and go through all of the looks. You know what, I'm gonna do that because in a Snatchwear show, we're just showing how you can actually wear your faja beneath the clothing. Again, guys, high and low. So these pants, they're actually from Fendi, and it's the first ever designer pants to ever fit me in my life. The first. So as you guys can just see, like when I bend over, you can actually see the pants bend. So normally on a regular day, I would put on an above the knee with this, but because I know some people here, they're allergic, I want them to see allergic to latex and they'll never ever be able to get the waist eraser. I want you guys to actually see how it can look. So as I said, this is from Fendi. I don't know how some designer pants fit me or this designer pants fit me, but Fendi pants actually fit me. And then look on the butt. Hey, and it moves. No, again, I don't know. I am super hyped about it. I love these pants because this would be like, oh, if you're a businesswoman. I actually wore this to a heat game, but and a full faja like this, but I'm going to show you guys how I basically break it down. As you guys can see, the waist and stuff, hella snatch. Hella snatch. The only problem is with these kind of pants. I swear that's from your line. No, so what happened is like I had something similar in green. Don't worry, the lines will come back. The lines will come back. Like curvy girls has just been like growing so much. That's why I don't have time to sit down because the next collection I actually want to be in the factory night and day. Like literally, I'll be in Colombia for like a full month to design that entire collection. All right. So what I'm going to basically put with it is this Zara. Now I've had this Zara top from years. This I think 100% is less than 30 bucks. Less than 30 bucks for a fact. Less than 30 bucks. It beaten up one of the side here, so tear off, but it's going though. Because they don't have it anymore. For 100% I could have rebought it, but they don't have it anymore. Okay, so as I said, what I do if I am lazy and I don't want to actually look for a faja that actually has what it's supposed to, what it needs. Woo, why me here? Okay. And again, I'm only calling these names because I have to be a realist. Like you guys are going to be buying clothes from different brands. And as we know, a lot of brands don't have anything for a body type. Zara, one time when I just started shopping on Zara, I couldn't fit anything in Zara. But I guess they're hearing what time it is, so they're changing. So as you see, I have my sleeve here. If I'm supposed to leave this outside, nothing just not go on. She look tired, she look miserable. It's just ain't happening, okay? Look at the back and stuff like that. What happens is that when your butt and hips is wide, if your midsection wide or look bulky, you're only going to look like a refrigerator. So if you're trying to go for the snatched look, or just a rabbit look, you always have to have key parts of your body where you emphasize. For me, I'm always emphasizing my waistline, whether by high waist pants or by belts. That's my go-to, okay? All right, so the first thing that we're going to do is take off the sleeve, one of it. And again, as I mentioned before, you guys are free, 100% free. If you had their strapless ones or one without sleeve, it's up to you. Thank you. So as I mentioned, for everybody and stuff, everybody wear different styles. And as I mentioned, I do high and low. You know, high and low. Honestly, you have to be very careful with when you say things cost a lot, because when I use that word, oh, it's a lot, what happens is that you can actually like not attract it. I always say things is not no, it is a not no. But if I actually work towards certain things, and it doesn't mean that you're working towards a particular thing, but you're actually working towards abundance, it is going to literally become normalized where you choose if you want to spend on that yes or no. Because as you can see, every outfit that I pulled is high and low. Okay? So this, I could basically bend it and fold it however I want to in order to make it flatter. But again, guys, I'm just saying that if I personally don't want to find a strapless faja. So what we're going to basically do now is tuck in the top, because as I mentioned to you, I emphasize the waist. There's still space in here. This might look a little bulky right now because I just tuck it down. I could just literally just fold it neat and fine and then tuck it in the side of my bra. Because I have big boobs, so I do love wearing my bras. And I don't like a strapless bra because I don't feel like it just pull down. So This is the look here and all because my waist is so small and all of that stuff. That's why I'm going to kind of look a little bit puffy, but that's the least of my problem. And oh, let's put in this side. You have to lay it flat. If the leg part is laid flat, properly, like literally sealed, it should not lift up at all because the silicone literally going to stick to your skin. Unless it's the Christy one. Is it the Christy? Because in the Christy one, because the line of the latex goes like a panty, then it might ruffle in here. But if it's the regular St. Azar waist eraser, it shouldn't. So this is it and all. And as I mentioned, I wore this to like one of the Heat games and stuff. And yeah, I didn't wear this though. I think I just didn't have on any headpiece, which I love headpieces. So yeah. And you can actually reduce the space, but again, you can just tie the back if you want it to come down like super seamless. But I think what happened is that no, this isn't the waist eraser. I'm still in the Saint Azar. I said I was gonna stay in the Saint Azar because I know there's a lot of people who's allergic to latex. And the difference between the Saint Azar and the waist eraser for me right now is that the waist eraser is gonna make my waist even smaller. Because for one, I wear most waist erasers. So I have updated like my measurements in that we call it later than I've done it for the Saint Azars. So yeah. So are people who are probably like, okay, you know, how them can basically like look a little bit more sophisticated. Like if you don't want to like just, you know, like as I said, like the dress that I showed you before is more of a party thing. This is more like a family get together or, you know, something. If I basically had on like a button down and all and tuck it inside, it can work, go work. So how to basically still rock your faja. What you call it, and still look how you want to look or what look you're going for. I have not measured in a while, to be honest. Like I really haven't. I've like honestly, I don't really measure myself like that unless I look in the mirror and I kind of look like my face look hella round. So I'm like, okay, I gained weight. Then I go on the scale, hurt my feelings, and then I do my measurement to see, okay, then when I lose weight, how much weight have I lost, and then what are my measurements now? So I have not measured in a while, like probably over a month easy. All right, so we're going to come out of this one and then we're going to go into another look. Yes, from a 36 to 32. Yes, thank you. Okay. All right, so let's do a date night look. So long sleeve from Zara. You guys probably like, oh my God, this girl like Zara. Listen, if I find some more work, I will never leave it. Never, ever, ever leave it. Never gonna leave it. But then I'm gonna have to go find hold on, let me get the skirt. 1 second. Okay, I'm back. All right, so the next thing that I realized that helps to hide the faja is, as I said, designer patterns. Date night, yes. So I actually wore this for a date night one time, and it's something that is super simple, super sophisticated, but bad. Like so sexy. It's almost like you're just innocent. Like, oh my God, me? No. And then I wore them with like some 6-inch Louis Vuittons that had like crystals on them. What's that vibe? I think I actually have a picture with it. So as I said, you see when you have on your faja and you're like fully covered, but at the same time everything is skin tight, it looks super sexy. Okay, so Zara again. Here already will throw off any patterns or anything like that because it has like a little design thing, going on there. This part normally be a fight for me. You can do one of two with this. You can pin it or not pin it. Sometimes I don't pin it because if it's gonna print, I don't like anything that look like panty line or anything like that beneath my clothing. You guys can already see I have space, but so it look like it's all in one right now. The space is to this part here. Okay. No. This have like a little zip in the back. And this, guys, you just do like super matte makeup. Don't mean beat like matte, like a glazed donut look. Matte meaning like the makeup itself, is matte, but like your highlights and your nose and your cheeks and above your lip and your eyebrow, like you can do that part very glowy. So you just look like suntan. Because again, and of course you don't wear no color, just wear all black. And then you can probably put on a little over dry your lips. You can do like a red lipstick or something. Or what I did brown, and then I literally just glossed it out with like a nude gloss. It was bad. Broke two at the day there. Okay. So as I mentioned, it comes back to something that has some form of print or fabric or something like that, that can throw off the faja. Girl body tan goodie. Thank you. So some of these, this is actually from Fashion Nova also. Some of these things, guys, that are dresses, they can turn them into skirts that is like all the way long. I don't know if I have on the right one because I have like so much of them. Which one at top and which one at bottom? Okay. And I think like a nice outdoor something like that probably have like two little thingy here. So, and all is a vibe. So, okay. No, you see how you look without the belt, regular specular. That's not the look that we're going for. Is this the one though? Let me see the one longer. No. No. Alrighty. And then as I said, we're always going to belt it. This wasn't the belt that I wore, but just want to see how this one look. No. I'm gonna put on back the first black belt that I had on. Okay, yes. I like this. So here I'm not giving, but I hope you guys can see what I'm basically saying. No, again, super covered down to my ankle. no boob showing, no nothing. Not to my ankle, to my wrist. Um, no. Again, you cannot see the faja. Thank you, Prissy Love. You can't see the faja. So don't feel like you have to basically, what you call it, compromise. You just have to go and find clothing what work for you with your faja. Don't go outside your faja because what happens is that you go outside your faja, then you swell, then basically you can't go back in your faja. Then you don't feel good when you have on your clothes because you're like, snap, I was supposed to look like this, but it's just not happening. So again, thick fabric. This isn't super thick or nothing like that, but at the same time, down here, where the faja lines will probably be to the side, this basically have this thing that will literally like throw off the faja. You're not going to see it or anything like that. And at the same time, I'm not compromising with my snatch or anything like that. And at the same time, I am super covered. I would say I could wear this to church, but you know what? It is not fair. If I had shape like a refrigerator, I could have 100% wear this to church. So why I can't wear this to church right now? Why? And if I had looked at a refrigerator, I would have 100% been able to wear this to work. So why can't I wear this to work right now? All right, we know. It just going to too sexualized. I wear it to church. This to church? Like really? They're not calling me Delilah. They ain't gonna call me Delilah, honey. Might get enough bad name in life. But I think this for like a date night and stuff like that, because again, you're covered, but at the same time, you're obviously sexy as hell. So I think this is a sophisticated look. I think, yeah. And of course, guys, not this. We're not going to wear this headpiece or whatever. It's just because my wig don't laid right now and stuff. But yeah. So, and as I mentioned, because some of us have big boobs and all, it's very, 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 very easy for us to come off bulky. So belts, anything that's on our hips and whatever. If it's A-line, perfect. If you cannot get the A-line and stuff, make sure that it has some form of, pattern or something like that in the fabric, because not only will it not show your faja, but at the same time, it literally going to make your hip them look a little bit bigger, your waist going to look a little bit smaller, so you're going to have that instant hourglass look. Okay? All right, so I'm going to keep on the top, but I'm going to do something that can now go to church and what can go to work, okay? For our body types, all right? So date night, as you can see, when I take off the belt, it really looks so special. When you take off this, it looks super special. So this is what we can do to improvise. So A-line, this can pull over my hip. Look, this is also from Zara, probably like 25, 30 bucks. But what we're now going to do, and this I wear out a lot, even like if I'm going to design district or if I'm just going, outside real quick, especially like on Saturday. I love it. So, and this with like some flats, like if you have the orange sandals and all, it's like super cute. Mavitan? Okay. Like, look how long I have it till the zip part tear out and stuff, but it's still a go. It's still going. Okay, so we're going to do work. So this is what I do, but of course I belt it still. So the A-line from Zara, this is from Zara. I still have on my faja, however, you can see space. I'm gonna try to find a belt that can work really good with this because I don't want to like pull it with the other one. And let's try this one. All right, I'm gonna know how this all quick now. Let's see. Let's basically see. If not, I'm 100% gonna put on the other one. Let me see how this look. No, sir. I'm gonna put back this. Oh yeah, this can 100% go at work now. It should not be a problem. Should not be a problem. Them would have bad if them find fault with this. And if you want, you don't have to like snatch it as much. Okay. No. Let's see. This can go work. And church. Love that first belt. Yeah. Both of them look great. Thank you. Okay. Let's go and make yours longer though. See if I bring up another top. Because I know I do have like this other long sleeve top. I guess I didn't bring it out. Church. All right. So let me get a button down because I know somebody wanted to see the work. Okay. So I brought like two tops again. Shout out to Zara. And I think probably the headpiece that I have on too. So I'm going to put on more flowy work tops if that's the case. This one is from Christina Janelle. This one was from the last collection that we did. Because again, Snatch is life. When we're ready to launch it back, but the thing is, I'm going to really need to sit down. And funny, the same way how I did the Kirby Girls is the same way I'm doing this line. I think the last line I overthought it too much. I'm literally going to make clothing that I wanted to see on me, and then I'm going to sell that. What are the work pants with loops? I have jeans here because I don't wear work pants. The closest I have to work pants is the Fendi blue pants I had pulled out, and that's why I brought it out. I don't have any loop pants because 9 out of 10 them pants here don't fit me. 9 out of 10 they don't fit me. My thigh and in the waist it don't fit. So we're going to do one work top, and then I have a jeans to do after. This is probably not the best color to put on right now. But what I would have done is probably put a tank over it. Let me see. No, it's see-through. But you see how bulky you can look with these? This is see-through, so don't follow this one. But I just wanted you guys to see how it can look very bulky if you guys don't wear belt. I have a black one. I just want to see how this can look. Thank you, cover girl. A faja won't make you have yeast infection if you're cleaning yourself and your faja properly. It's very important to have numerous fajas, especially when it comes on to actually changing them out. As long as you're cleaning your faja is the same thing as an underwear, the same exact thing as an underwear. Imagine you wearing a panty for a few days straight and it's not clean. It's going to throw off your pH and it's going to be, Hey, spoiled rotten. Hey, spoiled rotten. So, yeah, guys, the faja, anything that is underwear is the same exact thing like panty. If you change your panty every time you shower, that's the reason it's important to have at least two faja. So at least you know when you basically shower in the morning and stuff, you switch out to that faja, you can wash the next one and put it out. I'm Jamaican, we normally have to wash our panty as soon as we take it off and go hang it outside on the line. But it's not even I'm sorry if my face offended the person who asked, but it's like yeast infection don't just come by something being the compression is in your midsection. It's not in your vajayjay. It's not around that area. One big flap there and big opening. So if you get a yeast infection or something like that, it can be the medicine that you probably took after surgery. Some people might be prone to yeast infection. Some people might not be washing their vajayjay properly. Some people might you know you don't wash the faja properly. So remember, you have um you have sweat and stuff that is built up and all. And imagine you're wearing the same faja over and over. You're wearing the same panty. Think about your panty over and over again. Like anything that come out of your vajayjay, and that, and you're wearing it every single day, and then it's hot, and then it's sweat. Of course, you're going to catch something. Me not catch. I don't know, guys. Anybody who have the faja, love the faja, can't. Y'all ain't gonna tell me. But let me open up mine. All right. I'm not laughing at me. That's what I really explain. You see all mine stay, the fabric can't do nothing to it. Like literally me can go like so and pull out. So I don't understand why the fabric would I'm not saying it's you, but give anybody a yeast infection and all. Because your vajayjay up. So we can't explain it. It's the first I'm hearing about it. Sorry. Probably that's why it's catching me a little bit off guard. But no. Wash your faja every single time you take off it. Don't re-wear your faja. That's like panty. You can't be putting something like that in your vajayjay every single day. Everybody vajayjay is sensitive and all. Like some more sensitive than some, but no. Wash your faja every time you take it off. Every single time you take it off. Wash your faja. All right? Cool. I said it because they're scared and don't want to talk about it, but I did and experienced it. Well, thanks so much for telling me, and we 100% can talk about it. I love your honesty because I wasn't even going to just say it's you and it's fine, but like, how were you caring for yourself and the faja? Let's ask you how. Of course, I'm not at your host. Of course, I can't swear for certain things and all, but not only about how and you care for yourself and the faja, but what I also know that sometimes probably even the soap that you might have used to wash the faja and stuff like that, and then it might go pay over JJ, and then again you kind of like have it on for a prolonged period of time, then that can basically like throw off your pH and you can get like a yeast infection with that also. It's not that they're it's not that they're laughing. It's something that is just we just never hear about it or stuff, so it's not that they're laughing at all. Like, no, we don't have no time for this. So we hear a lot at this point in these podcasts. We're not laughing at you and stuff. It's just that in order for you to basically like get a yeast infection and something is a reason. It can't just be the fabric being on the outside of your vajayjay. Because remember, the outside of your vajayjay and any faja, it has a flap. Thank God me never got to no zipper. See, this is the reason why I thank God me never do no zipper. So the only thing that would be on your vajayjay, let me look by mine. is this. This is the only thing that would be on your vajayjay. So because the people, a lot of them here know that this is the only thing that going to be on your vajayjay, that's the reason why it's like, okay, how is it compressed? And when you say squeezing organs, and be very careful with that term, because I personally don't have any faja squeezing nobody organ. Like the last time I check and stuff, your organ is not like on the edge of your skin right here. So if it's compressing and stuff like that, it's not squeezing anything. If it does squeeze anybody organ or anything like that, best believe, yeah, don't do zippers at all. Um, exactly. You know, some people fluffy, so some people not even have anything on it. So yeah, that's all I'm saying. And you know, and then if it, all right. How many massage total do you recommend? I would recommend as long as you have fluids, you keep getting massages. Everybody's body is completely different. Everybody get rid of their fluid different. Some people can do 5, some can do 10, some might need more, but you know, it depends on how much fluid they have. Ooh, okay. So let's jump back into the workout, the work clothing. Any other question? Welcome it, guys. Like we're not saying that you can't ask or anything like that, but the faja not supposed to do that. I understand if you use like a soap or something like that, that is very strong, you use it on your vajayjay and all, like, for a prolonged period of time, that can definitely throw it off. But we never really hear about the faja one. The workout is coming. Actually, I got some more samples just now. I'm going to actually show them off. I just have one more. So the workout pants itself is 100% ready, but I wanted to launch at the same time I was launching the jumpsuit, and I had them make a change on the jumpsuit. The difference, Saint Azer and waist trainer. The waist eraser have latex, and the Saint Azer does not. Okay, see, I work. This is work. Nobody can say nothing. This is 100% work. Oh, good old days. But I used to just say this the first week when I get the little job. After that is pencil dress and cardigan. You know when I get seasoning of the work. But yeah, could work. However, what I would have 100% did was tie up the back a little bit. Just make sure my boobie not showing. I was going to tie the back to get some fabric out of it and all, and I was going to 100% belt it also. Can't do none about the job right now. So this 100% I think can go work. And then look, even though it was see-through, I thought it would have looked crazy at first, but no, it looked cute. Look like you actually have on just like a tank top and all. All right, hold on now. Yeah, this can go work. Okay, so my final one that I have to put on is actually some jeans and stuff. You guys are people put the questions. Also, again, you know what? Listen, guys, we 100% not listen. You know what? Everyone who basically was on here last week, as I said, like we do get like a lot of questions, like the lady who asked, if she was basically told you sit on your butt to basically get it to soften and all. So again, we're not saying that anything is like laughable, but it's kind of like the faja, especially if you have it and all, it's not squeezing your vajayjay where it's good. And then even if, because again, it's like I stopped wearing underwear since I had my BBL, which means that jeans and stuff like leggings, all of that stuff is always on my vajayjay, and I'm extremely sensitive. Like when I say extremely, meaning like if Bath and Body Works is inside of my shower, like the soap, best believe I probably don't even have to touch it, and it's going to cause some effect on my body. That is literally how sensitive my skin is. So me too. Yeah, but Bath and Body Works, oh my God, they don't like me. They don't like me. I don't even have to think about it. I better off not even showering. All right. So we're going to put on some jeans. right now. Okay, so I have two jeans actually. So the jeans is from Zara again. I got them long time ago. She had black pink. They're awesome. So I'm going to do two jeans. So what I do, I like my jeans to be in darker color because a lot of time I kind of go really dressy with my top because none of the time jeans don't fit me. So this is kind of like a jeans that has, I think it's called a sculpt line or something like that. It's some sculpting thing. So you realize what happened as soon as I pull it on, it pull up my faja. Watch nice shape, thanks. Ah, okay. Listen, people for glad I'm gonna take on the road, you know. People should be glad I'm not a road tete. Can't live. So as I mentioned, me, I go really high with my pants, but super space, but I have another long sleeve. All right, we're just gonna put on this one. So this is one that has stretch in it, as I mentioned. It's the sculpt. However, for some reason, I got one that didn't have any stretch and it fit. So we're going to actually put it on also. I think my fentanyl was just going on very good at that time, and she blessed me. Thank you. Okay, so as I mentioned, I just pull up my sleeves. I think my last video on my lifestyle channel, I actually was in this outfit. No, I was in the gray to this, the gray. No high and low again, as I mentioned. But of course, this is how it would look without basically to get it in and stuff. Not really snatch. It's not a look. Can't get enough of your transparency. Thank you. If you can't be yourself in this world, who you're going to be? Okay. So, as I said, you can basically pull it in because I always emphasize my waist. Jeans are from Zara. And it has like a hell of stretch in it, as I mentioned. A lot of stretch. So the line is called Sculpt. What I would do is basically tighten the back up here, so because again, it's like when you have big boobs, big hips, if here don't emphasize, you can easily look bigger than you actually are. You want to look extremely proportionate. Zara is our story. Yes, girl, listen. Zara chose me, okay? I didn't choose Zara. Like I swear, as I mentioned, it's like if I find something that work, I will continuously buy it. It just work. It's not all of their pieces work, no, but it work. You know, the quality good enough can last for a while, and at the same time, I don't like uniform. I don't like someone every single person, you know. So I basically, like it. Top from Paris, no Paris. Well, it did come from Paris, but the top is Chanel. This a regular tee, and the pants is from Zara. Okay, so again, this is the stretchy one. How you take in the back of your shirt, girl. Where's my elastic band? Listen, it can be anything, all right? Sometimes I buy stuff I don't have any time. It's not like I'm in Jamaica where I can just go right around the corner and give it to like a dressmaker or a tailor to take it in here. So no, drive, something, no. I'll elastic band, a pin, tight up, however I can basically find. Sometimes I even will even pull it from the front here, so, and like wrap it around, like here, so. depending. I didn't do it with this one. And then I'll even like probably like pin it under, depending on if I'm going to stretch it out as much. Like any way possible. It's like, listen, everybody body type different. I'm just finding a way to make mine work, all right? And I know I'm always going to have to emphasize my waistline. So this look kind of made me just feel like, oh, it is cute though, but it kind of look a little bit young. So you can either do this and basically like flip. You can tie it, flip it under, or you can basically roll it probably to the side, put it down here so, and put on your belt, like wherever you feel like it's kind of like pulling up a little bit, and belt it. However, I don't have a special way to do it. Whichever way it works. Sometimes it just work to get in the car, and then by the time I come out of the car, I have to find another way. I don't care how it works, we just want to know so it works. But I always make sure I take out some of the fabric. Yes, again, I know I can go to the dressmaker. I ain't got the time. Okay? I wish I'd found if I had before surgery. Girl, you're doing good. Are you kidding me? Tell the people them how much your waist. You're too bad. You are too bad. Okay, so this is the stretchy pants from Zara. I'm going to show you one that is not so stretchy. I was surprised that it fit, but it worked. And I don't think that this is actually like a high waist. I think it's like a mid-rise. And in Zara, I fit a size 8. And then when I gain back weight, I'm back at a 10. So let's see how this one fit. And as I said, I tend to wear darker jeans because not only is the darker jeans more forgiving, but at the same time, it can make you look very dressy. Because if you're going out in the night, you don't want to wear a dress, you can just wear dark jeans and a nice top with heels. The link is in the bio. Okay, so what I'm doing is the setting here. Okay, so as I mentioned, this one don't have as much stretch. Woo! Hips them just out there. Okay. And that's why I don't like buying jeans, because imagine having to do this with how many jeans you don't even know if you're going to fit. So as I mentioned, this one is not like my high rise. So I like that with the faja. My waist basically goes like this. So you can already see the cutting happening. Just look more sexy and curvier. It doesn't just go straight. So like here, so as I said, that basically just tie up the back so that way we just have this, snatch, like a very Jessica Rabbit look going. For Halloween, I'm gonna be myself. Like forget being Jessica Rabbit or Playboy Bunny, going as myself. This is like some superhero shape. Like and of course though, the back is going to be down. But if I put a belt in it, and your butt still move to show no compression. None. Zero. Okay? So yeah, I got a 4-6 waist and 10-12, but thanks to your fajas, thank you. Yes, like definitely Maggie has like over 10 fajas now and stuff, snatched to the gods. But it was too late. When one more outfit I'm going to basically try. So this can go for like skiing, or just people who live in cold weather. Or again, it's like something, I'm not gonna say a trendy look because it's cashmere, but something with people that think not going to fit our body type and stuff, or again, how I basically rock it. This cute. I'm gonna wear this Friday. I'm gonna wear this. It's cute. You have a buzz. A nice hat would have been very cute with it. Yeah, like a white hat. I think it looks super cute. Got a buzz. Okay. So another, I think this would be like a leggings type, especially seeing that I was talking about leggings earlier. I tried it little after 9 p.m. When today, send a DM. Customer service will help you with it. Even they need to call you tomorrow. And they can do the processes for you, so you don't even have to do the checkout on your own. Okay, the final look. So these were actually ski pants. Excuse me, that I bought. However, you can wear them both sides. So again, I'm going to wear the side that is very distracting. Even though the other side, because it has navy blue, is dark. Let me see which side are in and which side are out. Okay, let's have a look. Yeah. So this would be basically the same as a leggings. No, anything to just make my butt look bigger, my hips look wider, and my waist look smaller. It is a blessing. They're my friends. So this pants right here, and then it has the darker color here to emphasize. And then the butt part. Okay. So I'm just gonna put it with a top. Well, same thing. Any top I have on, guys, I'm literally just gonna always have it tucked in. Probably an elastic band tie up the back. Something is there. Like I don't even know if I've ever gotten one of my tops taken in Jamaica, yes, but that's way before surgery. Okay. And this for like summer, if you want to be able to wear the stuff we did buy for the cold, I'll just put it on with just a regular polo, tee. And again, guys, every single thing that I put on tonight is high and low, and my faja was not printing beneath any of them. Ooh. So my head big. And again, if we did one little bit of overachiever and me buy this top, I know it did a little bit too tight for me, but I'm like, I'm gonna lose weight. Still haven't lost enough for it to not feel tight, but it is what it is. No, not only that, when I buy clothing, if here so tight, and look how here so big. So imagine if I had gone bigger. So the reason I look crushed up and all, because 9 to 10, I tie it up. So even when it wash and all, it's like, still have some front ruffle. So they can see this is how it would look like a little boy, or basically somebody who doesn't have shape. Boof clicker toes, yes! Boof clicker toes sound good right now. Do I have any leftovers? No, snap. No, Jesus, boof clicker sounds so nice. Anyway, so this is all I have to basically do with this one. Just pull it back. What I do sometimes is just twist here and put it in the back of this. And ta! So still snatch, still have my faja, still able to break heads, break necks, still getting your compression that you need, still healing, still looking like a badass in time for summer. So of course, I could go through so much more outfits and all, but that is how I'm able to not give up on my fajas, because I just wear clothing that has thick fabric, or not even thick fabric. If it doesn't have the thick fabric, it just need to have something that does have a lot of things going, like this pants. You can see the print on it. A lot of things going. The print distracting. You're not seeing no line. Literally no line. To the side here, to the butt part here, you're not seeing anything. You're welcome. No, for the workout outfits, as I mentioned, today we basically got some new ones in. I am finalizing the top part on the jumpsuit, because again, if I won't wear it, I'm not selling it. The pants is 100% ready. As I've mentioned before, No. And for anyone who probably just had gave birth and stuff, I think that this would be 100% perfect because it's something that is literally a pants. You're walking around, you're feeding your baby and stuff like that. You don't want to probably be bothered with like having on a faja. This you can basically put a top over it, go outside if you need to, go to the store if you need to, all while basically getting back your stomach compressed. The showstopper collection, yes, honey, yes. So I think this one I had shown her. This is your color, girl. I know so this is your color. So I'm going to take off this right now so we can basically show it off. I just wanted to launch it when what you call it, when the jumpsuit one was ready. I just need to change the top on the jumpsuit and it's perfect. Backside. I almost flashed y'all. Sorry. Okay. We did the brown, so we did the white, we did the black. As a matter of fact, let me pull. So this is another one. Look on that. You just can't see the fabric. It feels so good. It feels so good. Like honestly, I don't mean to hype it up because it's mine, but it feels so good. All right, you know what? Let's put on this one. This is the short one in the black. It's going to be in the white and it's also going to be in a red. So we'll put on the black. So this is going to be a part of our workout collection or some new pieces to our workout collection. Or for someone who probably just gave birth and they don't want to wear like a traditional faja because they want something that they can actually go outside with or anything like that. This would basically be it. Let me put on the pink one first. And then I'm going to put on the jumpsuit. But as I mentioned, we're making some changes to the top part of the jumpsuit. You know what? I'm going to start doing giveaways on the podcast too. I think that would be like great because you guys are always here with me. Oh. Yo, nails on these don't agree, you know. Okay. So this is the pink. It looks so gorgeous. So gorgeous. So as I mentioned, a lot of times we go to the gym and you see people basically have on like a waist trainer over their workout clothes. I personally never did it because I didn't like the look of it. Yes, the giveaway. I personally didn't do it because I didn't like the look of it and stuff. Sometimes I just don't want nobody in your business. So we basically came up with this. Again, with a JJ, I'm very blessed. Which one is it? Am I on the right one? Okay. Yes, I do. It's going to adjust back out. Okay. Normally, okay. So for people who probably just gave birth, people who want to work out and stuff, and not having to put their waist trainer over their workout pants, they just want something that is an all-in-one. This is perfect. Perfect, perfect, perfect. It has the silicone here to basically hold it up. What we're talking about is the jumpsuit version of this. I'm basically just finalizing the top design. to how I want the bra to look if you don't want to wear like your regular sports bra. Oh, thank you, May. Oh, thanks, Boo. Because again, it's like I've seen. I'm funny that day I went to the gym and that's how me and a girl started talking because she had her waist trainer over it, and I'm like, you know how guys are and stuff. They don't really understand. You know, I open up my business. I just don't want you open my business. I just don't want you open my business. So okay, now as you guys can see, you're still snatch. You are still gonna be snatched to the gods. You know that's not up for debate or anything like that. It is strapless. So you guys can see it here. For people who might have some back fat and stuff, you can just put your sports bra over it and you're going to literally hold in the fat to the back because remember, we can't go no higher. So then, as I tested out before, we can test it again. Let's basically do a lunge. Is it flipping? Is it flipping? No, it's not. No, it's not. The waist trainers in the gym, it flip over. We can't manage no flipping or anything like that. Let's basically do a squat. I haven't done a squat in a long time. But basically, is it? No. Let's do some high knees. High knees, high knees. Movement, flipping. No. Okay? No. The biggest irritation for me was when I squat and the back part of my pants pull down. And that's why any workout pants that you have seen me in, it's always going to be a Nike Pro. Because that's the only one that did not do it for me. The issue with Nike Pro is the limited selections. So again, this is perfect because guess what? It's all in one. I got my snatch on, pretty colors, my waist, literally tiny. So you know when you sit there, you're looking at yourself in the gym or you take pictures. This do the work for you, honey. Do the work for you. So imagine right now if I lay down on my back, my hips spread more, my waist looking tiny. So thank you. So again, so yeah, I love it. As I mentioned, the jumpsuit one, we're still working on that. We have it in the white. Also, we have it in the red. We have it in this color. We have it in this beautiful purple. And I want to do a brown color to match our tone. Can I see the black? Yeah, I'm actually going to try it on now. Because I think this one came in today. So so I like biker shorts look. So I wanted to do something with that thigh length. Oh yeah, here it is. And this is going to be in the above the knee one. Chocolate. This is the one with the bra and the sleeves. However, as I said, I'm not ready. I'm not going to launch this one. I want to change the top. It looks too much as like a faja. I want people to be able to wear it outside and it's no problem. Because again, as I said, I personally don't like that look. When it look like, oh my God, it's a faja or a waist trainer. No, this one would be like, interesting pants. Yes, yes. Okay. So I'm going to do the black and then I'm going to try on this color. And imagine when you're sweating in this, oh my God. And it's super comfy, guys. I'm very, very, very comfy. Extremely comfy. You see, I basically did a lunge, I did a squat, I did high knee, and you guys can see the pants did not move. The brown. Okay, so it's gonna come in whatever you guys want. Remember, I own my factory, so whatever you guys want, it's not Burger King, have it your way, but you can have it your way for the most part. So how it's going to work is that you're going to basically put your measurements the same way, and then you choose what kind of thigh you basically want. So it's gonna be at the ankle, it's gonna be the knee, it's gonna be a biker shorts version, and then a short version. All right, let me take out this so I don't. Yes, you're gonna love it. Like honestly, you're going to love it because I was literally like, damn, summer is literally here, literally. And you know I'm on these crash, whatever I can crash to get to my goals. Which my goal is just how I look in the mirror. To be honest, I swear mine plays trick on us. All right, so which one? Let's do the biker shorts version. The short bra, no, the short. These are the short. All right, hold on. Okay, this doesn't have any bra. No, that's why I said I'm not gonna launch the ones with the bra yet because they don't have the bra that I need. Or the sleeve. I need it to literally look like I need it to look more outdoorsy. Wait. Right, I'm gonna adjust the vajayjay part. Hey, Jesus! Snatch his life. No, sir. Yes. Auntie, yes. The thing is, because the waist trainer is actually built into this, it's different than it's just over it. So the only thing you can be like, oh, is that a waist trainer? But it still looks so sporty because of the thighs and stuff. This looks like I'm literally going bike riding. And the fabric, oh God, the fabric feels so good. Yeah. So if you want to put on something over it, you can. If you want to wear it as is, you can. No problem, Jim. Problem. And then let's test it again. The shorts. That's the reason I say it would be perfect for anyone who just gave birth, also because there's no pour in it or anything like that. So it's super breathable. Your butt not getting compressed, your hip not getting compressed, your waist not, and the fabric. Let me like zoom up. Not zoom, but let me see if I can show it. So it's super stretchy, super comfy. So we can actually test our out to basically see squats, squats. Well, squats, lunges, high knee, no problem. Do the real squat, no problem. If I pull in my butt and stuff, no problem. So I'm gonna try on the brown one. I have to try on the brown one. This came in today. What are you naming this one? I don't know yet. I haven't even thought about it. I have not even thought about it. I'll probably keep you guys in mind with that. I think I should definitely do something for that. For all of my loyal customers and supporters and stuff. I'm going to name, we're gonna do that. I'm going to do something that has to do with that. But yeah, let me try on this one because this brown is so pretty. The cocoa. So for people who likes more of a darker color, especially when you're going to sweat and stuff like that, you can get this one. Again, this is one of the jumpsuit. The only thing is that the bra and the sleeve is not in this one. That's the one I'm working on. So what I'll probably do is just launch the pants and this one. The one with the bra and the sleeve won't come until I perfected that one. This one right now, it's good to go. Again, workout, daily, perfect. Somebody who just gave birth, normally women, after giving birth, they wear leggings anyways. So if you can just put on, and then a lot of the waist trainers that they have for postpartum is just horrible. So at least, while they're, bonding and stuff like that, they can be in something that is getting their body back. So I think that would be like great. The first thing I thought about when I put on this one, it came in last week, was literally like moms. Initially, it was for just working out and stuff, but I think this would be perfect because they're already just in leggings and all and wearing like horrible shapewear. Not shape, well, some people don't even know about the shapewear when it comes down to that. So yeah. What would you wear on top of that? So as I mentioned, you can basically do it how you want to do it. For one, if you wanted to put on your workout pants and a workout top over this, you can do it. One. Number two, if you want to wear the bottom and you just want to wear the you want to do a different top, you could just put on a sports bra. Some people just wear sports bra and pants to the gym anyways. Or if you want, where is my or if you want, this is like one of my workout tops. Let's see how it look. I haven't tried it yet. No, so remember, this is not like our traditional faja. This is basically something that it's like a workout outfit. So it's like a leggings basically, but at the same time, it's not like my body's flat. As you can see, my body's still here. We don't compromise on that. Especially the way how the waist trainer is built or carved into the leggings portion of it, you're going to still have your shape. Yes, so that's the thing. I do want to make the matching tops for them. Something very similar to like this, not with my boobs, though. My boobs are just very nice just a while ago. So that's why I'm kind of like stop there. So, but see, this is that problem now because it takes out so much of your waist and all. Well, I guess if the top did black. But yeah, I want to do like tops like these. You're getting your sword on. Okay. Y'all get the drift, y'all get the flow. Hey, Lewis. Always. That's the perfect top. That's what I thought too. Thank you. We're on the same page. We're on the same page. Same page. So once I'm doing the pre-order, it's just that I like to do the things like when I have everything, but it's just that the top is just not it. I just showed you the one. I'm like, nah, that ain't it. So let's take this one off and let's basically do the brown. Love the crop, me too. I really, really love it. I really, really love it. Like eventually I'm going to do like full athleisure workout clothing. But as I mentioned, it's like I really have to sit and focus on that alone so that way I can have the vision and all. And I would want it to be like, okay, you can transition. For me, I always have on workout clothes. Do I work out as much as I have on workout clothes? Not even 20%. But it's just more comfy when you just want something to just slide on. So, but I would want it to basically look like I can go for night, today, and of course, shape. You know, like for me, I know my strength and my weakness. My back, I can't do backless. I cannot do backless, not even the keloid, but more so the way how my back is set up. I can't do it. You know, it look nice. I can't do it. And as I always say, you can't win them all. You know, I have a big butt, small waist, nice boobs. Listen, you cannot win them all. So I would just want something to like just, and I like stuff that is covered, guys. I don't know if you guys probably realize that. Like when I just got my body done, I'm not even gonna front. I was out here walking out naked, basically. I'd wear thong swimsuits like dream weekend, like the entire beach trip. But no, I like when my stuff just look covered and I like just focusing on my silhouette. Best for her ever and the best, thank you, boo. A chocolate color. All right, we're going to try the one here first. And then we're basically going to go from there. I'm going to probably finalize the colors this week. And not only that, guys, we can always like change up the color too. I think like probably, you know, these would be like some summer color, probably like an emerald, a turquoise would be nice. But it all depends on what fabric we can get. Yeah, just dream weekend, right? Whew, the good old days. I probably need to do one more dream weekend to get it out of my blood. And one more carnival, or two more carnival. I think two more carnival. Like Wet and Wild, oh my God. Which one did I name the showstopper again? That's the strapless, right? Oh, okay. So this one actually look at my skin tone. Oh, Mother JJ saying to me here, no sir, this one a big. It's a no. This one is big guys, but it's still going to say snatch my waist. Alright, I can test this on somebody then, because all of the samples that came in so far they're under my size. So if y'all see me at the store and y'all waist is a little bit bigger, if we could test it on you, I'll greatly appreciate it. But guys, as you can see, even though it's bigger than the ones that I put on before, you can still see the midsection is still getting snatched. That's super cute. Thank you. Yeah, I think you guys are gonna love this. Like honestly, when I put it on, I get like so happy. I'm always so hyped about it. So yeah, it's bigger than my waist, but as I mentioned, um, you can still see that it snatches my waist, but it's bigger than me. But it's still snatch. So I'm gonna take this to the stores tomorrow. And if you guys would love to try it, yeah. So the funny thing about it, I think for me, it blends in with my tone too much. I'll look naked at the gym. So the pink and the black or any other color, yeah. But it blends in too much for me. Oh my god, I almost flash brown skin girl. Yeah. I think I'm gonna do the darker brown, definitely. And the lighter brown, like a caramel color. I think that would be cool. Me and my big waist. Girl, I'm betting here how much your waist is now. It's probably like 30 max. Okay. All right, guys. Well, how long I've been on here? 2 hours. Jesus. All right, guys. So I'm just gonna answer probably yes or darker brown. Awesome. I'm just gonna probably answer 2 more questions, and of course Thursday I'm gonna switch it up again. We're gonna probably just do more talking on the other one. I'm going to be doing a giveaway. Like I definitely want to do a giveaway. Just have to plan it. Big bad. It's 30, right? It's 30. Exactly. Wow, how nice. Yeah, I think we should definitely do a giveaway. And everyone that's basically like I started the tiers and all. Like I just was waiting for everything to just be where we needed it to be. And then we can start definitely doing the events and all. We can start doing pop-ups. I can't wait. Maybe 34, girl. You can go down. I love these lights. I love doing them too. Okay. What faja is good that doesn't compress hips or butt? None of the faja compress hips or butt. You can either check out our Saint Izar faja or our waist eraser faja. That's like our two top selling. The waist eraser has latex in it. The Saint Izar does not. I'm excited for the events. Yes, the other like listen, I'm super excited for that one. As I mentioned, we kind of had done like a exclusive event, and also we had a few of our clients who actually came. Maggie flew in, like literally one day, well in the morning, and she flew up back again in the evening. It was super nice meeting you, like super nice. I can't wait to see you again for the next events and all. Don't worry, one day I'll pop up in your city. Okay. I need to pre order like yesterday. And no, don't worry. It's just that I want to make sure that we're ready. Like I just you guys see the waist, the pants one is no problem. You guys saw the jumpsuit just a while ago without the bra and the sleeves. But the bra and the sleeve one, I just want to make sure that it's like perfected, have the bra that I want. But let's see. Let's see how tomorrow go. If anything, we have another sample coming tomorrow. So if anything, I'll probably just launch the pants for now and the one without the bra and the sleeve. All right, so one good question, guys. We need like one good question to finish off the day. I am so tired. When my head hit the pillow tonight. Whew. So I'm giving it 6 minutes, if anything. 6 minutes we're giving. Listen, sometimes I hate pronouncing certain names that I don't say a lot because I know I'm going to demolish it. So I'm just going to read it and you just know you I'm talking. I just did a duck tummy talk, but I still think the area of my belly button still swollen. What do you think? When did you do your tummy talk? You're welcome, love. The bomb. Like you have literally been shopping with me since you lived in it's Coral Spring, right? Turtle Run, like years ago. Thank you so much. I still remember you. Will the workout pants have latex? So the plan is to basically test it. Listen, I'm Shandesi. None of me have misspell it and pronounce it. She's allergic to latex also. So we basically had decided that we're going to basically like test it because I don't know anybody personally who is allergic to latex. So we had made a plan that we're going to test it by putting more inside fabric around the latex to see if it actually flares up or anything like that. So once you test it on her, but yeah, oh, you moved. See, I remember you. I remember you. Thank you, Shanda. That better, girl. That is better. That is better. Cause the name's so long. The way how me did see it. Oh, Shanda. Oh, Salita. Oh, I think I did one host me there. Okay, Shanda. So yeah, we're planning on having Shanda test it because she really wanted to, but she's allergic to latex. And the thing is, even if I put like more, like a lot of fabric there without the latex, it's just not going to, snatch as much. And the coolest thing about the pants is that it snatches you as if you have on like a full faja. So we're going to have her test it, and then we see how it basically play out. Salita, oh girl, sorry for demolish it. So yeah, once you tested it and all, we can basically go from there. And then we can basically say, is it necessary to wear foam to your fajas? Honestly, as I always mention this, right? I can tell you what I do, but a lot of times, like, it's like I tell you one thing, what I did. I'm not telling you what you need to do. I always tell you that this is what I did. And then what happened is that you go to your massage therapist, the massage therapist tell you one thing, and then a lot of people know after the massage therapist tell them one thing, they then go to the coordinator who tells them another thing. So by the time you look, no, they're literally running around, and then they come at him and say, oh yeah, they said I got the wrong faja, the wrong this, or I did the wrong thing. So what I basically say is that, listen, I personally find that the lipofoam and stuff, it doesn't really do nothing. The reason for this, it depends. For me, I wanted my waistline to literally be like this, like a curve. And when I had on the lipofoam, I find that my thing was straight. My sides were straight. So what happened, the faja hits the side and gives you that curve. And I personally liked that better. As I showed in the beginning of the video, I put on like a waist trainer over my faja and then slid the up board beneath it. That is what helped me with the creasing. That is what helped me with the compression. And that's how I basically did it. Is there still swelling if you're almost one? Yes, girl. Yes. You got a way to go. You got a way to go. I think that even years after, you, especially if you did like arm lipo, you feel the inflammation there. So yeah, you're still gonna be swollen. How do I know what size stage one? You don't know the sizes. You put in the measurements and tell us like whatever question we ask, and we do it for you. You're not gonna know. Oh, I didn't get to answer the lady with the surgery. I'm doing my surgery tomorrow. I'm so nervous. Don't worry about it. Like the hardest part with the listen, the easy part is the surgery. The easy part of could people who have had their surgery, could y'all can attest to this? The easiest part of doing surgery is the surgery. Okay? Because as soon as them basically put that medicine in your drip, you're out. When you wake up, oh my God, why did I do this? Until you basically snatch the gauze and you're like, yes, yes, yes. So yeah, everyone nervous. I don't think about it. That's why I don't like thinking about like surgery stuff and all. Don't think about it. It's gonna be hard, but you can. Hey, dope girl. How do I get rid of scar tissue after the tummy tuck? See, that's the reason why when doctors say, oh, if you had a tummy tuck, you don't need to get massages or you don't need to basically get massaged or wear the faja. That's why it's important to actually do it, because what happens is that especially when they're they still do some lipo, most of them at least, but at the same time you're swollen after a tummy tuck. So what is literally going to push that down? Not the binder. Literally, not the binder. A binder can't do that. You need compression. And for some reason, some people think, oh my God, if they have on the compression, it's going to take out the stitches. No, it's not. Cover the stitches properly and all, and then just put the faja over. And then if you want, you can even like cut foams and literally put it right over, so it's not like compressing your lower stomach or anything like that. So a lot of times the scar tissues and all have to do with you not getting the proper compression, you didn't get any massages or anything like that. For the person who said they're 2 months post, 2 months, girl, they have a way to go with the swelling. That is completely normal. I wasn't going to really answer as much of it because I've never done a tummy tuck, and I always say like if I've never done something, I don't really like talking on it. But just to know that you're 2 months post, anybody would be swollen at 2 months post, regardless of what surgery they had done. So that's what I'm gonna say. How to get your hemo higher. So what I did, I was drinking this. I don't remember the name of it. But it R and RRS. I think it's some RRS. Let me Google it. RRS syrup. It wasn't bad, but it wasn't good. And I know, like in Jamaica and stuff like that, they did like I did see it there when I was in Jamaica. But it's some RR. Let me know if any of you guys did it. It's like for hemoglobin. Like that's literally what it's for. Let me Google it. Hemo syrup. Oh, that's not what I said. Hemoglobin syrup. Let me see if RR. Oh no, it's not an RR. It is called. Is it this? Floridex? No man, that wasn't the box. It's in a white box, and it have red writing to the top. Let me show down. It's walk agree. What should I expect after my surgery for my sugar? What you mean? Yes, I'm 10 months still swollen. Child. Keep the weight off. It's the hardest. The work, right? The surgery. The surgery is the easy part. The aftercare isn't a problem if you basically just leave surgery pages alone, don't overthink, and just let your body just do its thing. Make sure you have painkillers. Yeah, and that's another thing too. Like these doctors are giving people painkillers after they come out of surgery. Then after they come out of surgery, a lot of times in Miami they don't even have the painkillers that you need. So then you basically, SSS tonic, found it. SSS tonic. That's the name of it. That is what I did. I used to see it in Jamaica a lot. So this is what I basically did. So it is a liquid, high potency, iron and B vitamins. Um, yep. Yeah, and it's like $13. I see it here online. The massages are the devil, but very helpful. Yeah, like the first few massages you get, yes. But to be honest, like after like my third massage and stuff, I go back to enjoying them. So yeah, and it depends too because some of these people I don't even know what the hell they're doing. As I mentioned, I didn't get my massages like at a massage place. I basically got my massage at Massage Envy. And with that being said, they wouldn't even touch you if you have fluids. So for me, that's the reason why it's very important to get a lot of compression in your midsection from day one because it's only going to make your swelling go down quicker, which is going to make your massage easier. I know a lot of these you probably massage with like the massage oil and stuff like that. Even when my masseuse would basically, massage me, what I did was take the arnica cream or arnica gel. And every time when I would come out of the bathroom after showering, like in the morning and in the night, I would basically like massage myself with it. And then when they were doing my massages, I'll have them use that. I know some people use arnica pill and all of that, so that's not gonna do a thing for your child. You need it. You need your body. You basically feel like icy hot on your skin. Um, what else? So yeah, that's what helped me greatly. The only problem I had with surgery, guys, to be honest, 100% honest, is the itching. The itching, lit- excuse me, the itching literally can feel like ants is crawling beneath your skin at like 2 o'clock in the morning, like 3 in the morning. And you literally wake up and it's a itch what you can't scratch. It make you miserable. That is the only thing I dread if I'm supposed to do surgery again. That's literally the only thing that I dread if I'm supposed to do it. Yeah, I'm telling you, like I swell, like even after a year easy, I was still swelling. You don't swell as bad as like the first day and stuff, but I was still swelling. Coming to get my stage 2 for her Friday, hoping you can help me before I go. Of course. Thank you. I bought 7 of these for her. I kept shrinking. Yes, honey. I felt no pain after surgery. Yes, that was me too. I didn't feel any pain, but the stiffness, the what you call it, the inflammation, the itching, the headache. Child, man. I'm telling you, yeah, the ants thing is the worst. I hear people talking about the itching, but never experienced that. Thank God, girl. Consider yourself lucky. Consider yourself lucky. Hold on. What did you do for it? Okay, so it's one of two. Oh my God, the itching is the worst, girl. So it's the SSS tonic that I used. Oh, it has alcohol. Thanks for letting me know that. Thank you. Sorry, I was going back up to see what you guys were saying on the miss. Sorry, if I missed something, don't take it personal. Just ask again down at the bottom. All right, the itching. I hear everyone talking about itching, but okay. The worst, the ants. I got lipo 6 days ago, which Faja is best braless. Get the Saint Azar's traditional. Feels like bugs. What do you recommend for inflammation? Pineapple and papaya raw, not the juice. Or you can boil the skin. As Shanda said, boil the pineapple skin. That will help you greatly. Stay away from salt and anything that is fried and fatty. Like I've seen people already literally come out of surgery yesterday and today them have a Burger King bag. And then you hear them say, I'm feeding the fat. I'm feeding the fat. Garbage. Literally garbage. The only thing you're going to literally do is just mess up your body and then be miserable and then end up having domino effect in order to go back and fix stuff. Like anything salty, anything that's full with grease and oil, it's only going to make your inflammation worse. How long do the itchings last, girl? I just had a mean flashback. To be honest, I was so miserable. I don't even know when it stopped. I don't even know when it stopped because I literally gave up on. I just gave up on life. Yeah. The what you call bromelain, yeah, it also helps. But remember, the bromelain is basically the pineapple extract. So anything that has to do with pineapple that is in its most raw form, it's going to help. Do you consult for half sizing? We can do a video call with you. Yeah. Yes, you tell me. Dog girls. Why make I feel like I know you? I didn't itch. Girl, consider yourself lucky, man. I'm telling you, man, I'm miserable, I'm miserable, I'm miserable, I'm miserable. Literally, I oh, I'm gonna tell you how I probably got it to stop somewhere, get better. Um awesome. The burning, you guys are literally sending me back to flashbacks, so I guess I will never ever get lipo again. Um with the itching and all, like literally it would be early mornings when I'm itching like 2, 3 o'clock in the morning and they're so bad it would wake me up. And then I'm like double miserable at that time. And then because you're already laying in one position for so long, it's like your body freeze in that position. So then when you're basically supposed to move out a bit and all of that stuff, you literally feel like your body opening back up again. And then again, the itch, you can't really scratch it. You can scratch it, but you're not going to feel anything. You're not going to get any relief from it. What I did was in Jamaica, oh, hell no. Oh, regret. Girl, first of all, I don't regret nothing that I did in life. That's first. Second of all, as I said, you cannot win it all. Life is not perfect. All right. You see, when I look on this weight, this waist, and this butt, how can I ever listen? You guys realize if I never look how I look, we would be here sitting though, right? Just say, literally just say regret. I'm not even gonna front. Sometimes I see people on YouTube and stuff and they're crying and all of that after surgery. I said, first of all, put on the phone. Where friend? Where is your friend? Where is your mother? Where is somebody for you? You're not going to be crying this summer when you're on somebody's beach in whatever swimsuit you want to be in. You're not going to be crying. So go put on your faja and suck it up. You already do it already. That's another thing. You already do it. You already gone through the gate. You just have to just get it together. I have mentioned in the last podcast, something does happen to a lot of people after surgery, but a lot of people don't talk about it. I think the same way how they have the postpartum depression, another vufclicotos. Yes! I think the same way how they have the postpartum depression that happened to some women after they give birth. I think that after surgery, it does happen too. But I think the reason why it happened is because I think a lot of people just really never really prepared of how they're going to feel and what they're going to go through. Especially where some people they come and do the surgery by themselves, or some people who basically, don't really have a support system and all. And that's why I said, it's like, yo, there's good and bad with surgery. As you guys realize, I'm very transparent, where I'm going to tell you the good with the surgery stuff, but I'm going to tell you, okay, the things that I did not like about surgery. Now, as I said, the things I didn't like, number one was the itching. No, itching won't stop me from having a flat belly. After I don't plan on go to gym and do no abs. I don't like doing abs. I don't like doing legs. Feel like I can barely even walk. Like, it's just not me. I don't feel like sweating, all right? So for me, you cannot win it all. As I mentioned, I've seen people crying and stuff like that because they didn't expect it. The problem that I personally think is that sometimes when you're a virgin to surgery, don't go do too much one time. A lot of times when people go out of country, especially it's their first surgery, they're like, okay, we're going to give you a mommy makeover. We're going to do the boobs, we're going to do a tummy tuck, we're going to do lipo, we're going to do a back lift, we're going to do an arm lift, we're going to do a knee lift, we're going to do a toe lift. And then for you, it's like, oh, yeah. And they're like, oh, it's going to hurt. No. We're going to give you meds. I just did a BBL 7 years ago. And when I wake up, I'm going to tell you straight up. The first thing I said is, what did I do to myself? Why? And I remember they tried to wake me up 4 times. I'm like, no, I'm still sleepy. I'm still tired. I need some rest. And then my mom was with me for my surgery. And she said, and the time I was like, what, 23? I was 23. Jesus. I have no chill. But anywho, and I remember, not the toilet. And I remember they came with the chair thing, and I just plopped. But thank God they had like a rolling thing, so my butt didn't touch. But I did not care about no butt. Care. They wheeled me out and stuff, and I'm like, oh my God, I can't believe I'm gonna die from this. Then I don't remember the car ride. My mom, if my mom is driving somewhere, like for tomorrow, she rather drive from today to figure out exactly where it is because she doesn't want to get lost on the day off. I don't know how I drove to surgery. But coming back, I don't know, my mom found it back. So I thought I would be able to go home because I had my house set up and everything like that. I was gonna 2 weeks. 2 weeks I was at my mom's house. I could not leave. 2 weeks. I could not leave. No, remember, it was just a BBL. So imagine for people who have never gotten any surgery yet, and they basically go in to do like a full thing. Imagine people who is going in and doing a full thing. I just think that the doctors, when they actually are the coordinators, definitely need to do a better job with telling people what's going to happen. You know, like for some people, right after surgery, them throw up. For some people, right after surgery, like for me, my BBL this happened with, I basically had like a massive headache, like for the longest, probably like a week plus. It felt like there was full-blown construction happening in my head. A lot of people don't, oh my God, hold on. I don't mean to be TMI, but I'm going to have to be TMI. The constipation. Literally, the constipation. You literally feel like, say, I dare somebody give up on life. Man, I'm telling a lie. Dare so, I gave up on life. There, if the itchy never take me out, that was going to take me out. That is it right there. That it is right there. I've never given birth, but I know it's also if you like to give birth. That part there, 2 months I've been at my mom's house, I got the 2 months. Mom, I left my car with my mom when I went home, and she'd normally come pick me up and stuff and bring me to my massage. The headache from the meds or probably anesthesia, because everybody have different side effects from it. The constipation and stuff, like I literally imagine being constipated for days, where you feel like it's literally like a building block is in your tracks, and you need to come out of this tiny circle. And I tried everything. I think my mom ended up pushing an enema up there, and that's what worked. Now I kind of know a little bit better. So what I would tell you guys that when you're taking your pain meds, make sure you're taking a stool softener at the same time, because the pain meds and stuff like that is what causes it. And I'm telling you, it was, I could have dead over it. God no, I'm surprised. Like, you feel the sensation and you dread going to the bathroom. But then after you pass the first one, you're good. I literally, like a baby though, a labor, delivery, especially C-section, if you got C-section before you're good. Listen. Did you bust your butt though? Because I'm sure some people have to bust their butt. Like I'm telling you, man, like I'm sure some people bleed. And that's another thing that they don't tell you, because again, if the constipation is so bad, and they're giving you the pain meds, why not tell you, oh, make sure you get the stool softener and take the stool softener as you're taking the pain meds. Like, so that's what I will tell you guys. Make sure you get it, like literally at this point, start at the stool softener from the day before surgery. Like, just to be on the safe side. That was never me. Hold on. That was me. Never had a surgery and I had my makeover. When I took my body, no, I have no regrets, and your father helped me a lot. Oh, thank you. And the time that work, bust your butt, Chrissy, please. What's your take on awake anesthesia? It's amazing, but just make sure that it, I would say it's amazing, but listen, it's not for everybody. If you probably just have some quick touch up, fine. But if you are looking to do a 360 lipo, don't waste your time. Because for one, they can't take as much fat as they would be able to take if you're sleeping. For two, there's a shorter time that they most likely can keep you under with it. For three, you might not know how you're going to really act being up while they're doing that. So that's my take with it. If it's something like a quick fix, I could just have probably just a little fat pocket, fine. But it's not a 360 lipo BBL kind of vibe. Like, no, they're not going to have enough time. They're not going to be able to take enough fat, especially if you're trying to get rid of a lot. And especially don't do it for your first surgery. Don't do it for your first surgery. I did it a week. How was it? Who you do it with? Don't go to goals. Who's oh sure. It was crazy. But listen, at least you can be like, oh hey, remember that spot? Remember the spot. Let me see. Let me see some more. That can work. That could actually work. How no no? Goals is the one who does this. So I guess goals is that thing right now. They're in New York, right? C-section pain is no joke. For real, and I'm here saying that, oh, I would rather to do that than, push them out through my hoo-ha. So that's why I be telling people not to compare pain to others who's never had surgery. Yep, that's true. Miami kick you out after a C-section 2 days. For real? Then plastic is a piece of cake. Yeah, with my liposuction and stuff, I literally was able to go back to work in like 4 days. And I could go back before. But then I knew kind of what to expect. You still kind of feel like, but then after you're like, good. No, all over. Oh, for real? Yes, I live down the block from them. You can walk, go surgery. Did your body go through changes? I do believe your body does go through changes and stuff. It's almost like, I tell people I don't get too caught up on the whole surgery look, because your body going to keep changing, especially with what you're doing. If you're like if you're doing the right things and stuff, your body have to come through the right way. But for some people, they don't, stay in there for how long enough, or they probably come out of their faja altogether. Them kind of never really like compress properly. Them kind of never really get their massages and stuff like that. They kind of didn't really get rid of their fluid. A lot of things can really dictate. You see, I see like a lot of the plastic surgery places and stuff. They're basically having like a lot of basically noise. I call them like, and that's the reason why I don't really follow up surgery pages or anything like that, because a lot of these doctors are just doing noises, and a lot of people get distracted and sign up, and it's not going to be like they actually caring about your body. When I did my BBL like 7 years ago and stuff, like honestly, a surgery could go like for probably not even 3.5, like 4 hours, 4 hours and 30 minutes and stuff. No, people are coming out in an hour. People literally coming out in an hour, 2 hours. That to me is crazy. Like as I said, liposuction is life. I would 100% do lipo again. Like itching or no itching, constipation, I know how to figure out that part. I did the calamine lotion. I literally rub up into that, and it did help some. It didn't help fully, I'm gonna be honest, but it helped some. But yeah, if I was supposed to do lipo again and something, I don't see one doctor would make touch me. And probably that's the reason why I haven't even cut the keloid in my back, because I said when I cut it, I would want to do lipo on my back again, and probably like a PDO thread or something to figure out something to just hold up my back, like make it just look smooth. So yeah, I'm just not with the. Listen, I'm not gonna say I don't want. I'm not gonna come back. I'm not coming back to fix anything. I am not a fixer. I've never had to fix. If I'm doing more lipo, I'm doing it because I want something to be smaller, not because, oh, you didn't mash it up the last time and I'm coming back to fix it. And I find that, they're just not taking the time. Too much people is there, too much everything. We can't manage it. We don't mind having a doctor who literally tell me I can come in on a Sunday and this is my slot. There's nobody there. Like nobody there. That's why I work so hard to make sure. So one day I can do that. Like I don't want nobody here. Take the time, sit down and take the time to do what you say you're going to do. That is literally how I look at it. Like these are my concerns. These are my troubled area. Be honest. How can we fix them? Can it be fixed? What is the percentage of improvement? Then I'm gonna tell you that your waist is say 30, you show them somebody with a 12-inch waist. Yes, I could do that. You come out, your waist is 33. No, some people gonna be like, how you going with your waist 30 and come out with the 33? Okay, you ain't got the compression. So what happened? You're swelling. No, if you really don't know certain things, then basically your fluid gets hardened, turn into seroma or fibrosis and whatever. Then basically you had a 31 waist or a 30. Then where they going for? Oh, but they're going to have one big butt. So imagine, as I told you guys and I showed you guys the difference. The smaller your waist look, the bigger your butt and hip looks. A lot of times when people like focus on the butt and the hip, I say, focus on the waist. As long as you're getting your waist down smaller, you're always gonna appear curvier. You're always gonna have a Jessica Rabbit look. If you have like a big stomach, you have a big butt and stuff like that, and that's the look I see a lot of them basically giving them nowadays. Oh, sorry. All right, I'm so late. Yeah, don't worry, I was late today. Oh my God, listen, I would say this podcast always go to 3 hours at this point. It's not funny, but it's serious. That's why me just a whole. Hold on there. Where did it go? Okay. Can your skin still stick to your muscle after a year of surgery? It hasn't. What you mean? It hasn't. Which part of your body? Like your entire skin? It hasn't stick back yet. Like what you mean? Where in your body? Like some people literally just find out about Faja. Some doctors tell them that they don't need it. I say just holding or flaunting your flat butt until, yeah, I totally understand. I'm not even gonna front. Like I'm not even gonna front because I'm like, you know what? I personally don't want you to treat me any special than how you would treat a regular person in your eyes because I'm a regular person too. So I don't like that. You know, as you guys can see, if you see a celebrity or influencer in my product and stuff like that, they use their own money to buy it. Not saying that, oh, you know, it's a problem, but to just show you. I would never literally do false advertising, ever. And that's the reason why I'd rather to come on and do my own lives and podcasts more than just pay somebody to basically put on a product. And then people thinking, oh my God, I love her curves. This is what did it. I'm going to go do it. That's just, I'm honestly, if I sub me if you make $1, I'm going to go broke. And thank God, knock on wood, it never made me have to make $1 that way. So for me, a lot of times people reach out to you and be like, oh, because they see your followers or they know that, okay, cool, you have a platform. And they'll say to you like, oh, you know, we can basically do something and all and a discount, or they'll give you some for free just for you to post them. No, I've been touched 2 times already. And I'm not going to do no fake advertising and all of that. And you're not going to actually put that, oh, I had surgery before. You don't want to put that. So for me, don't treat me no nicer. Like, oh, Christina is coming in. She's the owner of such and such. No, I don't like people kissing my ass, honestly. It's not my vibe. Same thing, just more compression. Thank you, dope girl. Thank you. All right, I know you have to go to bed. Good night. Thanks for coming in. You know what, guys? We have to go to bed. What's gonna happen when I have a kid? See, I can't have a kid or have a life. That's why I love you, because you keep in touch with your clients. Oh, thank you. You never change. Never. Never, ever, ever will change. Never. And that's one thing actually I'm very thankful, for. Because again, it's kind of like it's something that was so taboo that people would always look at us like, we have like low self-esteem. That's why we're doing surgery and this, that, and the other. And not only that, again, the game has changed significantly, but for me and all, it's like I always speak from a place of facts or experience that I've gone through, and I don't pull things out of the ear. I don't sell anything that I won't buy. And again, it's like I do see how some people get treated differently, and the people who are the ones who would be on the preferential treatment, they feel like, oh my God, I know such and such. No, they're just literally using you. And again, it's like, how does that help the people who genuinely need the information? Now, everybody's going to take the information. We know that, but I don't ever want to basically, work with certain people or this, and that's why I don't work with a soul. I work with my clients. All right. It might sound crazy, but I work with my client because I'm like, listen, I'm just not going to lie to people. I'm not going to lie, period. But I'm not going to do that. I've gotten a BBL and I've done 360 lipo. Good night. I've gotten a BBL. I've done 360 lipo. Again, will I do lipo again? Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Where there's certain things that wasn't nice, probably like 10% of it, but long run and stuff, I am thankful that I did it. My BBL, excuse me, thankful that I did it. Thankful. Very thankful that I did it. Would I do it again? Hell yes. So yeah. So again, all I would say is, and then I'm gonna wrap up in 2 minutes because I was supposed to come off 28 minutes ago. But what I will say is just make sure that you do your research when it comes on to doctors. Don't be in too rush. Don't be tell you we're having a special today. All you gotta do is put on $500. Wait, wait. Even if you can say to them like, I'd rather to pay the doctor to have the doctor do the consultation with me before I even put down money. A few years ago, I know that there are certain doctors who you can actually pay and you can do a virtual consultation with them. One time doctors would normally reject people or turn people down or whatever. Based on what I'm hearing now, child, listen, everybody could get surgery, honey. If your BMI is at a 50, they'll be like, yeah, we could take you. You go the morning, they're like, oh, we can't give you lipo, but we can give you a tummy tuck. Guys, stop that. Like, don't do that. Like, literally, these doctors, and it's not even the doctors, the clinic is not turning down a soul. Because remember, it's not like it's the doctors who own the clinic. The doctors are basically hired by the clinic. So whether them do 10 surgery or 50 million surgery in one day, they're still getting their pay. I don't know if they get commission and stuff like that, but they're basically contracted at a certain amount of money for the year. So who is the one who's booking the surgery and stuff like that? For the doctor will be there, the consultant, and stuff would have basically come down from higher heads on how you do things. When I was doing surgery, as I mentioned, BBL, I was 180. They told me I needed to be like 172 to 175. I had to lose weight. So when I see people going in like 200 and something pounds nowadays, and they're literally my height, or probably a little bit taller, I'm like, huh? One time they will literally reject you, and I'm not. It's not even about we call it shaming anyone or whatever. But guys, this is your life. This is your life. Number one, and number two, on the cosmetic or look way of looking on it, you're going to look better if you're basically at a certain weight. Don't lose too much weight now. But at the same time, you're going to have to shed some, especially if you're in the 200 pounds and all. Because as I had mentioned, if you basically have a belly, like when you put a ruler to it and whatever, poking out is say 10 centimeters, and you basically have them lipo it. If they can only take 4 centimeters out, your belly is at a 6 centimeter. However, if you basically lose 5 centimeter off your stomach, and then they can go in and take out 4 centimeter, then your stomach is at a 1 centimeter. So you basically give yourself a head start. That is how I look on the weight and all. Like, give yourself a head start. It doesn't matter the doctor says, oh, I can take you and whatever. Like, you see, a lot of these surgery places, they're hypocrites. Meaning they only post certain people. Like, look how many surgery basically happen and all daily. And they only post some people. And normally it's the ones who have gotten work done multiple times, or the ones who have, a certain body type. Unless it's like a major, makeover and stuff like that. Certain people, they don't post. And for me, everybody do their thing different. But I know for me, when I started my company and stuff, it was basically like just the everyday woman. I was working a 9 to 5. I work like literally at this point, I work 24/7. All right. And that's the reason I stay humble, because I'm like, I still look at myself as that person. I didn't get to the start that business was just fixing a problem that I basically had. And I realized a lot of people, had it. So for me, I'm not setting anybody up for failure. And I don't like the idea of people getting set up for failure, thinking that, okay, they come out of surgery and stuff. And then after coming out of surgery, at the same time, they don't even give you what you need or tell you the information, what you need in order to maintain the results that they just so-called gave you. So then what's going to happen is that you're going to fall in depression, because you're going to try so many things. You're going to be miserable with your body. You don't know what is happening and stuff like that. You can't get any help from this person anymore. So you literally just get lost in the sauce. So yeah, and I think 100%. It's not that these plastic surgery places can't help right now, or basically, and help meaning like give out a certain information. Get underscore money to you, girl. Listen, when I was doing surgery, your BMI had to be in the 20s, okay? Your BMI had to be in the 20s. 20s. If you're not in there, where you go? Where? Honey. Cancelled. Come back when I figure it out. You know how much crash diet people that do them time there? So, and they're weighing you too. Even that, they don't care about how much you say you weigh. They're weighing you. So even sometimes now I see people bringing in their labs the day before surgery. The day before surgery, your labs? Shouldn't not go in like way before how much weeks before surgery and stuff like that? I'm like, interesting. And even when I did my surgery, I did my labs at the clinic. Well, probably because I live in Miami. But it's a whole, it's ghetto. It is ghetto. And that was, I realized that like a few years ago. So I couldn't imagine it today. Like I meet clients up 100%. I see you guys on here, but stepping into like a plastic surgery place right now, child, I'm not about that life. Like I'm not about it. Because what happened is that a lot of people who came into the plastic surgery world at this time, they swear to God they know every damn thing. See me, I'm like, you know what, Joe? My ass is still here after 7 years, one round. My waist still snatch. I must know a thing or two. So I just shut up. I literally just shut up. Literally just shut up. So it's crazy. Like the rounds, yes, girl, the rounds. Oh God, Jesus. Sometimes they're telling us, okay, so you're not gonna get it in this round, but you know, we can do another round after another 6 months, you can go back again. What? Really? Yeah. It's a whole nother game. I lost 52 pounds for surgery. Yes. And I'm sure you must have loved the results even more because 52 pounds, you look different. You're going to look different. Plus, having that new shape or new silhouette. Man, Jesus, see? I can never get off of here with you guys. Guys, I said I was leaving 11:30. It is now 11:35. Every single week this happened. My doctor told me to lose weight first. Good doctor, because some doctor not telling you to do that. They rather say, okay, you know, you're not at the correct weight, but we can bring you to the hospital to do it, or we can just give you a tummy tuck. They're not refusing no money. No money. And the sad thing about it is that some people are passing. Like I heard last night that, you know, they had someone who basically passed. And this person who passed and all, it was basically they said that they were, you know, were a bit overweight. They had diabetes or something like that, and they weren't really taking their meds. Also, and that's another thing. I'm like, you know, if you had any health, first of all, guys, I'm gonna tell you this, not about this lady, you know, I'm so sorry. That is so sad, you know, like so extremely sad. But what I will say, guys, you know, I mentioned it the last time, if you know your budget is really say $10,000 to do everything, make sure you have an extra $5,000. If you don't have that extra $5,000, guys, don't leave your house. If you do have any health conditions, I don't even think you should be in a recovery house with multiple people and a shorter amount of staff. I think personally, and this is a personal thing, right? I personally believe that if you are getting surgery and you have health conditions, you need to get a private RN, registered nurse, private, you and them alone. If you want to do it in a hotel room, if you want to do it in an Airbnb, and I would probably do hotel room, because in case anything happens, you're quicker to get help. That is what I personally believe. Not saying that this damn rat does frighten me. Not saying that again, you know, some people don't have health risks and then stay at you know, recovery houses and stuff. But what happened is that a lot of people are at recovery houses coming in and out. So you don't have like a dedicated person. And you know, say you have health risks. Most of the other girls don't. They're just recovering from the surgery. Because I could imagine, you know, like you're going in and you come out and then something happened or whatnot, you know. So I rest in peace to her and all. But if you guys have any, we call it medical conditions and stuff, I know it might be super disappointing, especially if they cancel your surgery. And then sometimes people go find another doctor who would basically be open to doing it and all of that stuff. And again, I'm not gonna say, okay, if you're the one doctor said they can't do it, it doesn't mean you shouldn't go find another doctor. If you want to go do it, I can't tell you do or not do. But what I will say is make sure that you protect your way. Oh my God, I'm so lying. I'm not lying, but what had happened was blood clots. I think that's what I was told, that she basically had a blood clot, and she had prior stuff, illness or stuff. So booked stay, right? RNs came at my hotel. They were awesome. Yes, cater to you, made your food very pretty. Yes, 100%, I believe so. If you have any form of health condition, that's one of the reasons why I never opened a recovery house. That's one of the main reasons why I didn't open a recovery house. And I know I'm not saying you guys not to stay at a recovery house. I'm not telling you guys to stay at a recovery house. I know 100% that I personally could not stay at a recovery house. And the reason why I know that is because I've done surgery before. And the reason why I would say I personally could not stay at a recovery house is because when I'm recovering, I don't want to see people. Everyone hygiene is completely different. Everyone, if you have, say, 10 people in a house, I'm sure there's not going to be 10 bathrooms. Again, some people clean themselves different. Again, I just don't like, that's why I thank God, knock on wood, apart from being born in a hospital and stuff, I never stayed over at a hospital because I don't like being around other people who mash up like me, if that is the case. So thank God I live in Miami and all, but if I was ever supposed to do surgery out of town or something like that, I personally would never rent a recovery house because I have to feel comfortable. I want to feel like I'm still at home. I want to still feel normal because I know that you feel like crap after surgery, the first day at least. So yeah, health condition, guys, like, don't. Same reason, yeah, like, no. Even the faja and stuff like that, I know that they're not washing the faja them one by one. I know they're not washing the fajas one, but they're even stealing fajas at recovery houses. Sometimes some client ask us if we can basically embroider in their name and stuff like that in the faja. But yeah, sometimes they'll even steal the fajas. So for me, especially some people have open wounds and all, some people have infections and stuff like that. And I know not every recovery house is like that. 100%, we know that, but nobody leaves their house to go experience something like that. So that's the reason why I've never ever opened a recovery house. Like my mom wanted to do it a few years ago, and I was open to the idea. I went and I looked and stuff. I said, listen, if I'm gonna do the recovery house, so I want to do it and stuff like that, literally going to cost us a couple million. All right, because it'd have to be set up like a hotel. Like I don't sharing room. I don't even share a room with people who I know. I personally, I know everybody different. They bet not steal my curvy girls for her. I'm going live telling the whole world. But yeah, I don't like sharing room. Girls steal a faja. If they steal a faja, be thankful. That's all they steal. Like some of them literally stealing your property, girl. Okay, they're stealing. So, that's the next thing to do. You do background check and people. I have people at recovery house fighting. Imagine you just have surgery and you literally have to fight. Can you imagine? So, because I know a lot of people, because again, I'm in the business and I know a lot of, people and stuff, they just see the world different and all. So, in order to make peace reign, not only for myself, but for other people and all, for the experience that I would want to give and all, it just wouldn't be possible. So yeah, but just make sure you guys have budget, after, because so many unforeseen things can come up. As I mentioned, some people will be like, yeah, you can get the lipo. Then when it's time for your surgery, they'll be like, oh, you have to go to the hospital. But then probably there's like a surgery fee, to get the hospital room, you basically have to spend some more money on that. So a lot of times it's like, what your budget for, you probably go over it and all, So just make sure that you guys look into that. Get a child. Listen. Okay, one more question and that's it. That is it. I'm so sleepy. and I have to go back to the store tomorrow again. Hello from New York. I know her. I read. I know a girl that used her last to the surgery. So this is the thing, right? You basically just have to hustle. Like when I did my BBL and all, I was working like I had just got fired from my $10 an hour job. And I think I had started working at United Healthcare at home for $13 and all. You basically just have to hustle. Simple as that. You just basically just have to hustle. Like at the time I didn't have a business or anything. I was like 23, just literally just hustle. It can be like, oh, you have something that you don't use no more, you sell it. It could be like, oh, you have a 2 or 3 bedroom home, you can rent out the 2 rooms, for a time being. Basically collect rent from that for you to pay your rent and basically, save your rent money. There's like so much different things you can basically, do. But you really have to have like a little cushion. Not little cushion, you need a cushion, especially if you're going out of state. Because it's one when you live around the block, but it's two when you're in a whole another city with people you don't know. Some people don't have it far. How would you go about hiring an in-house nurse if you don't want to be in a recovery house while recovering? Maggie, do you mind sharing the information on how you found your private nurse, please? Or anyone who had a private nurse, do you mind sharing it? Her name is Beauty Addict 718. Girl, listen, some people not even for the faja. Some people don't think and don't know how to save their coins or use their mind. That is true. I'm not even gonna front, but it's like you can't just want it and so because I was even looking at it when I did my BBL, like, okay, after I do my BBL, I'm going to want to do like a new wardrobe and stuff like that. There's so many things that you basically want to do. You basically want to bust out of the pack. Yes, let me give you her name. Thank you. Yeah, like I want to go to DR and I'm gonna need when I get back to New York. Okay, so but when you're in DR, who you basically have someone there. That's another thing too. If you guys don't speak any language apart from English, when you guys are flying to DR, listen, hold on, let me pull back. If anywhere you do need a travel companion who is a professional, is any Spanish speaking country. If you don't speak the language. And not only don't speak the language, if you have never had surgery there. Because the way how the standard way how most people do surgery in America is going to be completely different there. Because again, I'm Jamaican, and if right now I'm supposed to do a surgery in a Jamaica, nope, not doing it. Every single thing is different. All right, they're different. Not saying that they're bad doctors, but they're different. So if you don't know a language, you are scared, you are nervous, something that you didn't plan, happen, who basically speaks for you. So if there's any place you need to hire an RN from here, we don't care how much money it costs, is bilingual, needs to be bilingual, is any Spanish speaking country. No, my factory is in Colombia. I've been to Colombia a lot. I've been to Colombia myself and all of that stuff. But best believe I go from my hotel to my factory. My hotel to my factory. Some of my employees, they do speak English and stuff, but still hotel to my factory because I don't speak the language. I don't want to go in a taxi or I don't want to go in a car and then something happen. I can't defend myself. The man can literally be on the phone talking, telling them whatever, and smiling at me at the same time, and I cannot tell. You need somebody who's going to be on your side. You need somebody who that 100% you can trust. They're not working for anybody. They're working for you. You need somebody where as soon as you come out of surgery and stuff, they're 100% there for you to either bring it back to your hotel and stuff like that. Not somebody who's like, oh yeah, I know you feel like crap because the anesthesia right now has to be crazy, but I'm waiting for the next girl to come out. Because after surgery, good night, Shanda, go and go sleep. Because after surgery, guys, I'm telling you feel like crap. And let me tell you, I remember my ex, my 360 lipo, my ex actually went with me for that one. And I remember when he picked me up and stuff, He was just laughing, and I was so irritated. He wasn't laughing at me. He just said something that he thought was so funny, and I was irritated. I could not get home fast enough. So imagine it's 3 to 4 girl I get pick up that day, and you come out of your surgery and you literally feel like crap because what happened? You just want to lay down. After surgery, you literally just want to lay down. You went to Flagler. So yeah, if you can do that, 100%, that's what I would recommend. Budget for that. Because I'm telling you, one thing with most Spanish speaking country, they care zero to speak English. So don't think that they're ever gonna try. They're not. I live in Miami and all, and where the store is and everything like that, best believe they're gonna speak Spanish. And then you say, oh, no habla español. No, no español. They're literally gonna look at you crazy. So going to another country where you don't know, get a RN from here, it's a sacrifice. It's an investment. Look at it that way. Don't I know people go with their family and friends, but again, your family our friends 9 to 10 don't speak the language. And as I've seen, like a lot of people are now end up like I think they say they have to stay in the hospital the night off and stuff and get like blood transfusion and all. You want someone who really understands certain things. You want someone who can actually help and put in button for you and basically say, well, I don't think she really needs this. I think this would actually help. Excuse me. I think that would be good. Fast no English in America, child. When I'm in Colombia and I ever give them US money, they ain't taking it. In Jamaica, come from America and give the people them Jamaican money, they look at you crazy. They look at you crazy. Like, what kind of American you are? Broke foreigner? No. Jamaicans, you go to Jamaica, they want US. In Colombia, no, honey. You're literally broke, right? You could have $1 million, US dollars. They don't want it. They're not taking it. You're gonna have to find a cambio and change it. I want to go to Cabral or another from my top 3. Okay. For real, that's where he was? If y'all from Miami, y'all know all them dental clinics and surgery place and Flagler, no English. Child, some of them operating from their backyard. Listen, literally. But as I mentioned, everybody think completely different. And what I said is like a lot of the crime videos that I do see on social media, they're basically people who are signing up for stuff that they didn't know what they're signing up for because they did a lot and they're there on their own. The other day I saw another thing in one of these groups and all, and they're basically saying that, which this part to me was kind of like funny. She was basically saying that, her friend was coming with her to do surgery, but the friend was just helping to take care of her after surgery. But the friend was asking about, if there's like bars and stuff close to where she's going. She's like, she's actually paying for the friend to actually, her ticket and stay and stuff. But then she's like, she thinks the friend is like coming for the wrong reason. Like she just coming to just use her for the trip. And I'm like, first of all, when you're done with surgery, you feel miserable. You feel miserable as crap. Like for me, 100%, I would want my friend, if my friend is coming with me, regardless of what, to do surgery, I want to ensure that she too is not going to be miserable, Like at the ending of the day, 9 out of 10, even if you're paying for some people, they're not going to come with you to do surgery. So why would I want my friend to literally be in the wherever I'm staying and, basically just feel like, I'm using her? It's one when you're paying somebody thousands of dollars for them to basically come, but paying for somebody's trip and, giving them a room in your Airbnb or a hotel, it's like, that's literally nothing. I will say is that, making sure that you're good in the morning and stuff, or making sure that you're good first and then be like, if you need anything, I am close by, because again, for me, when I do surgery and stuff like, and I am basically like laid out and stuff like that, again, you're miserable. You're literally miserable and stuff because you feel like hell. It's like your body probably heavy, the inflammation and all of that stuff. Like what a person going to literally do, sit down and like look in your face. So a lot of times people just think that, people are supposed to just come with them and stuff from wherever and just basically just sit in the house. No, it should be like, I have met so many people, even like outside of Curvy Girl, like even in design district and stuff. And it's like, it's good to go walk out first of all, because, it actually help with your, the blood circulation and stuff. Not until the first day, to hit the streets and stuff like that. But staying in the house and stuff is not going to make you feel better. Like once you have your strength, and of course. So when I see stuff like that, and then of course, you're going to have literally like what I call them no, the choir, basically saying that yes, it's not a good friend of this. I'm like, first of all, she hopping on a plane to go with you. It's not like she's saying, okay, I'm gonna land in Miami and then I'm peace out. Like no, but you cannot expect that people going to literally sit down with you. And if you expect people going to sit down with you, hire an RN. It's like you are who you are now, and people cannot change that. But in order to make peace reign, hire an RN if that's literally what you want to do. And if you don't want to hire an RN and stuff, maybe you know somebody or your mom. Like, listen, I don't think, well, your mom, especially if your mom not in the medical field, she's not going to know certain things. But, you know, a lot of times it's good when your mom or probably like your sister. I just think that somebody who you know really, really check for you. You know, there's this other person, and it's so funny how things work. And that's the reason why, okay, people who are pro natural, you have to be very careful with them, even if you're their family. People who are pro, we ain't never getting surgery, you have to be very careful with them when it comes on to taking you to their surgery, right? There's this popular figure and stuff who her, oh, y'all would have probably known who I'm talking, but I don't want to like make y'all figure it out. So there's two. One of them reached out to me and stuff, basically, you know, asking about the Faja and everything like that. She was coming to Miami, and she basically said that, first of all, I don't like when people like message me and stuff and tell me like their friends or family with whomever like that. That's tacky to me. I'm not even gonna front like. Child, I'm not gonna treat you no different than how I treat my paying customers, them who literally wait for them pay if come through or them I use Affirma after pay and whatever, ever. It's not gonna happen. But she basically told me like, oh, she's such and such relation related to such and such and all. And you know, she heard about the fajas, da. She wanted to get one until after surgery. So I said, okay, no problem, you know, let me know like after the surgery, reach out back to me and whatever, and then we can basically, you know, start out for you to be able to get a curvy gas faja. So okay, no problem. So happened that I got so busy. And it was in the media that I saw something now, and I think that they had done like a video on it. So what happened is that she made her body oh my god, said it, the anti surgery family member come with her for the surgery. So what happened is, for all the people who know about surgery, you know you leak like nobody's business the first day of surgery, especially if the incisions open, you never get a drain, you know, so it's literally like a bloodbath. But it's not the blood, it's the fluid that's coming out. So when this person basically came out and stuff and saw what was happening, she literally called the ambulance. She literally called the ambulance, them literally blow it up and all of that stuff going, like it was crazy. And of course, as I said, it was in the media. So of course, you know, it just get more bad name. And I'm like, first of all, you can't make somebody who don't believe in a surgery come with you when you're going to do surgery. You're setting up yourself. Because even if one little thing happens, so they literally go and blow it up. I told you it was just fluids. And that's the reason why people take. But then again, I look at it and say, you see, a lot of people really just don't know what they're signing up for. Because that should have been as a common assault. Just make sure you give all the, you know, the fluids, make sure, you know, you're not going, I didn't have any appetite, but make sure you're still eating at least the fruit. If you don't want to eat the fruits, make sure you're at least getting like the apple cider and stuff like that, making sure you're doing something to basically, you know, put back the electrolytes in your body. So it's so crazy how things go. Like, I guess, you know, she posted a picture and stuff like that. And, you know, people basically, you know, because again, she's like pro or anti-surgery. So then she basically posted something and, you know, people were like saying that, oh, you know, she doesn't have any shape, she doesn't have this and she doesn't have that. And then she basically posted something and said, oh, you know, she's never going to grow something. She's never going to grow like a BBL. I'm like, you're never going to grow a BBL. If you are so okay with your body, the way how it is, not saying that you're not, but when you're so okay with your body, you don't care what nobody has to say. You literally, me not answer nobody when they talk about my body. Why? Why? I'm perfect with my body. So it's just so happened that so I said it's like when you're bringing certain people with you on your surgery, be careful. Be very careful. Because certain things which would have been nothing, literally going to blow it up. Again, if I am somebody saying that I don't believe in surgery. I don't believe that you need to do surgery. I 100, and I decided I'm gonna come with you because you're a relative of mine. If I am so against surgery because of the risk, I'm gonna say, listen, I have the coins. Like you're my relative. Listen, I'll put to basically getting an iron because if something happened, my ass don't know what the hell to do. If that is the case. So when it happened or whatever, and they basically blow it up, and then I'm like, child, when I listen to them, I'm like, it's just fluids. It's literally just fluids. And if somebody already just did things so negative about it, they're just waiting for some crap to happen. I want no stress while recovering other than dealing with the pain post op. That's it. Exactly. Like Sex and the City marathon, the French Prince of Bel Air marathon, like whatever marathon I can possibly find. That's just make me just laugh through. That is it. My recovery will literally be like vacation. 100%. The only thing I probably can drink. Probably drink a little bit, but not that much. But literally, that's how I look at it. That's my downtime where I can actually like not have to, worry about work, if anything. So when it comes down to doing a surgery, be very careful. And some people have no patience. I've seen that so much where a lot of people, especially I'm a long lost cousin in Jamaica. um, Especially when it comes down to, even some men who come with their women for a surgery, they literally have zero patience. I don't want to be in any of y'all business, but have you guys ever experienced it where it's like the dude doesn't have any patience or anything like that? And I think a lot of times they just swear that, oh, once you're recovered and stuff, you're gonna bust out a pack and you're not gonna want them anymore, which comes from insecurity. But I've seen a lot of times where, the dudes are literally like, asshole to them. It's like they're not helpful to them, the way how they talk to them and stuff like that. It's like they basically become a nuisance. Some people don't even like help them into the store or anything like that. And I'm like, that is weird. So I don't know if none of you guys actually know that. Because he's jealous, child. Yeah, the thing that you're gonna bust out of the pocket, not gonna want them no more. I rather than aren't, that's why I asked. But these surgery groups aren't clear in how to. So I was wondering, is there an app to hire them? Hmm. I don't know about none yet, but hmm. Let me drop some notes. My man said he will shower me, so we'll see. But at least you said it from good morning, everyone. Listen, Shanda, we are going to leave. That's the only way basically going to come off of here. It's 12 o'clock. This is not right. This is not right. The surgery group, don't the surgery group, I'm going to tell you that. Listen, the surgery group, them all over the place, y'all. Some of these surgery group is worse than a cat fight. Like I'm not even gonna front, like, and that's the reason why I'm telling you guys, like, I stayed away. Like some of the surgery group, let's just say some of the surgery group, all right, some of them, you earth signs are all about your bird. Listen, I always say, listen, it's what you like is what you like. I can't change it. But way I can always change your income. No, for me, I don't expect a handle from my soul because I don't want nobody to say them feed me and I did true. No, if somebody going to tell us that they did feed you, no. But when you know it's not true, you're good. So for me, I'm always working hard. And not only that, I really love what I do. I'm not even gonna front. You don't even understand. I always tell people, I'm Jamaican, I can't run, I have two left foot. I can't sing for nothing. I have zero talent. But it's resilience, you can't hold me. You cannot hold me. Resilience, you can't hold me. As long as I have breath in left in my body, best believe me, I'll come back and I'm coming back harder. Resilience. No, I'm really thankful that I'm doing something that I truly love and it come natural to me. It come natural to me. The only thing sometimes I might make some notes and whatever for points I don't want to miss, but it come natural to me. I can literally talk to you guys for days about this. It come naturally to me. So I love what I do. I really love what I do. Appreciate you, Chrissy, for staying over time with us. You're welcome. Never fail me. You know what you will fail me? But that never fail me. Super humble. Thank you, love. All right, we need Shana to go to bed. 12:03. I wanted to wake up early. I said I was gonna go back to the gym again. Keyword I said. But yeah, I need to. I need to definitely. Yeah. But just rather for just don't eat much at this point, yeah. So at least I don't have to consume much calories. Ladies, don't allow a door to be closed in your faces. If and when they do, be sure to kick it down. Yes. I like that. Big up a nice clean self. All right, guys. Have a good night. Thursday again, 8 p.m. I'm still looking for an assistant, one that does not have a life. I literally said that. If you have a life, you cannot be my assistant. All right? You have to have no life and be willing to travel at the drop of a pin because that's how life works right now. But once I have that, we can do so much more, like so much more. No ways. We can do so much more, but I definitely want to start doing a giveaway and just probably want someone we can even do a giveaway to our charity. Like if you guys know a charity or even someone you know is in need, 100%, and we can basically like give them something like a donation, like even like chemo and stuff like that. I don't know if you guys actually think about stuff like that. At the end, okay, boo, look for a minute if you're gone. Look for a minute supposed to gone. So I think like, sometimes, they do GoFundMe and stuff, and sometimes they don't find their GoFundMe because it's not something that is blown up. And sometimes they don't get no money at all. So even if it's like, it's a $500 or something like that, after basically sending a donation and stuff, we definitely can. And it can be like, oh, one of you guys know somebody who have a GoFundMe, and we can basically do it. It's almost like in primary school in Jamaica, you used to have like Poppy, and you have different times when they collect collections for different things. I think that would be cool. And again, it's like, of course, we would basically know who is who. Thursday, 8 hours. We would know who is who, so who we can trust and stuff. If it's somebody who we kind of knew, we don't really know them, it's like, But I think that would be like really nice. So instead of we here talking and we're feeling each other and stuff like that, and that's super cool. But okay, what more can we do? And I think that would be like super cool. And even like going back to school, like for Jamaica, I always pay for like kids CXC. I've been doing it for years now. The women and kids, the women and children shelter in Miami also, like I give back to them also. I'm very big on high school, especially the last year, because that is extremely detrimental to who you become as an adult. So sometimes they'll even have like an Amazon link and stuff where you can actually go and purchase their SAT books and stuff like that. So like anything, and we can even like for who is in Miami or who would even want to come in, and then one day we can actually go to volunteer stuff together. And again, it's like this just is, people say money don't buy you happiness, but they're liars. They don't know anyway. Like money does buy you happiness. Have money, give it away. Have money, give it away, and see how the person feels light up and see how you feel from it. So again, I just don't want to be more. And again, it's like, listen, I don't even care if I don't even get 2 people to sign up for it. As long as one person in this world is open to doing stuff like that, I am 100% down. And even if you don't even want to come, it's like there's so many boys and girls club all over the world. So if you can just find one in your city and say, okay, this day and this time, we're all going to go to our individual boys and girls club in our city and all. And I'm telling you, like I've literally been paying for people's CXC and Cape subject in Jamaica like since 4 years now plus. And let me tell you, I think that's how I got blessed in my business, because when I was doing it, I was working a 9 to 5. But let me tell you, man, it feels so good. And I think that to those who much is given, much is expected. And again, it can just be, and again, it's just anything. Something you don't even need to even give money. You can just give your time. Sometimes it can be like just talking to somebody or something like that. And again, I know most people are not going to care about it, because it's like, you have a video of saying like, how to become a millionaire. And then, 10 people watching, and one says, this is how a millionaire live. And then 1 million people watch it. But I understand the world in some aspect. So it's fine, but I think that would be like, really good to do in the future. But let me get an assistant first. What, can help out with all of these. Tonight I'm gonna binge watch the Lifetime channel. Oh my God, you guys need to watch King Richard. It's on HBO Max. You guys need to watch King Richard. You will always be blessed. Because thank you. We're all gonna be blessed because God don't bless up your pocket and bless your heart. Okay. All right, guys. So see you Thursday at 8 p.m. We're doing a different live, as I said. Maybe we should actually bring on somebody. I think that would probably be cool. So every week we just switch up the live. Once we figure it out properly, we can have a calendar or a schedule so we know exactly like months ahead, like what's happening on that particular live. But yeah, I think we can probably bring on somebody. Let me see over DM I can jump in now and see what can happen. Miami. All right, hold on. Let me tell the stream people bye. Thanks guys for tuning in. I'm literally leaving these here. Tomorrow morning we can take them up.